What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory Zero.Blue.Orion. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How's it going? I hope everybody's excited to get anime. Is everybody excited to anime?
Yeah.
With all your buttons and things?
Let's do it.
Yes!
Look, Fist even shaved for the occasion. Look at him. There's not even any crumbs in there or anything. He cleaned it all out.
Just for this.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm ready to do some mecha anime fun. Let's see if you guys are. Let's just hop into things. Let's go around the room and get some shout-outs, or introductions, rather. Let's hop into the game. Brad, would you be so kind as to start us off there, please?
Hello there, it's me, Brad. I'm playing a character called Wyatt Slate, also known as Boomslang, and he's like completely different to me. He's sort of like antisocial, he's kind of rude, kind of moody, mysterious.
Completely different from me.
Yeah, I'm like super happy-go-lucky, really friendly, you know, people person, people pleaser. And yeah, that's about as far from me as it gets. I was typecast. I'm here playing White. He was a star pilot, thank you. He was a starship pilot, and his music is burning me like a vampire in church right now. Starship pilot. Where we do differ is that he has green hair and I do not. I almost didn't have green hair today. When I put this wig on, it was actually backwards, by the way, guys.
Is that why?
Yeah, the back of it is kind of black hair, like down here, and I put it on the wrong way and was like, why isn't it green? So yeah, fun times. All right, next.
Fist.
Hi, I'm Fist of the Walrus, and I play Stu Flanagan. And last episode, I found out the hard way as to how we should treat his superiors, and
Oh god.
but looking very much forward to seeing how this teamwork thing goes out. It fits so perfectly at the end, where now we have in-character teamwork going on. We're going to learn the hard way. We're all going to learn how to be one cooperative team, and I'm excited for it.
Excellent. I still am dying to see like a fan art, like pixel art animation of Flanagan just running through the hallway, like terrified, with pictures flying behind him, headshots just flying all over the place, as the Union Naval Department is just laughing it up at the end of the hallway. It was a great mental picture, so thank you for that. Thank you. Colo.
Hi, I'm Colo. I play Elisa, or 8900, and she had a bit of a moment last episode, bit of a very kind of serious moment, and I'm excited to find out what happens at the brig. Yeah. What else do I need to say? I'm so rubbish at these intros. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just excited. PB said before we went live, she said she's been waiting for this all weekend. Me too. I
Should have had this song ready for when you did your intro, but it is what it is.
What?
The massive attack like song from Tabletop Audio. Thank you, Colo. Thank you. Myth, would you be so kind as to go next?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
The only murderer of the group.
Yeah, well, I'm the only murderer of the group.
Your character.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mythomatic. I'm playing Luca Ludimir, a penal colonist, and that means he was in prison. Not the other one. So anyway, super excited to be here. Can't wait to play. I find myself rewatching the episodes of the previous week because I'm having so much fun and I just can't get enough of it. So yeah, let's tell more stories and let's eat more nut sauce.
Excellent. For those of you in chat that do have the nut sauce emote, please feel free to use your favorite combination of the nut sauce emote with any other emote right now.
Oh,
If you
I'm
want
so
to
ready.
combo the nut sauce with the nut sauce, that also works. PB, PB, would you please go
Yes.
next?
Sorry. Yes. Hi, I'm PB, and I am playing also a character nothing like myself. It's not true at all. It's an exaggerated anime version of myself because I can't contain my excitement. So let's just play. Perfect.
Okay. Shall we jump into things?
Yes, please.
Let's jump into things. And to do that, we need our anime intro. Let's play that to get everybody in the right mindset. Here we go. Let's play.
The year is 5016U. After many failures, humanity has reached new heights. Union is responsible for all of it. It is the tyrant, the watcher, and the guiding hand. The third committee watches over humanity, but is stretched thin. Threats loom from the Aun ascendancy, overreaching corporo states, remnants of the second committee, and other unknown dangers. Union scrambles to cope with the vast size of the hegemony and these threats by relying on unorthodox means.
Last week on Zero.Blue.Orion, the group had they had to deal with a few situations that were occurring. Primarily, one of their members, Elisa, had been sort of learning a lot about them and what was going on from a stolen datapad that she had from General Wrath. And she learned a whole lot. She rolled really, really well and learned a lot. Basically, most of the things that were going on with the group, and I think how they came to be at this facility in general. She also learned that there's a bunch of other test subjects at the facility, 20 other test groups, I think it was, or something along those lines.
It's a lot of test groups.
Yeah. And I think saying that it made her feel uneasy is safe. She went to go investigate some things. She ran into Kaz Morrow, the professor's other assistant, Polly and Kaz being his two lab assistants, who had mentioned that he brought the group back to the room after they sort of collapsed in the mess hall. And he also said that he left the data pad that he knew was General Wrath's there for Elisa. She got into a sort of uncomfortable argument with Kaz, and she left, and I think she was fairly distraught. She started to explore some of the other parts of the facility, getting lost along the way as she tried to find the rest of the group. She came across some other research labs, ran into some guards who were a little skeptical about her. I think I'm getting more echo, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody make sure you're muted. And check your routing on your GoXLRs to make sure that your system is not coming through voice chat and that your Zoom is set for voice chat as your mic. There was a situation that happened. She started to do more investigating on the data pad, trying to hack into one of the research labs that she was by, and it didn't go super well. There was a bad roll that happened finally, and it essentially locked her out of the data pad and possibly alerted people to her presence. She tossed the data pad, smashing it, and in her rage, the guards are able to catch up with her. Trying to, I guess, fend them off, feeling captured and cornered, she put up a fight and was tossed in the brig. The rest of the group had an unfortunate end to their simulation again, with the convoy that they were tasked with guarding in the simulator blowing up. They were given some grades. Stu wasn't exactly too thrilled with his grade of I think it was a D plus or something along those lines.
Worse than his first one.
Yeah. And he took it up with General Wrath. However, that did not go well. It did not go well. He was berated, and a gun was taken out, and he immediately curled up into a fetal position, and it didn't go well for him. He ran, and there was a lot of crying and screaming, and yeah. The rest of the group had a chance to chat a little bit, and Wyatt came across some more smokes.
That was all I did last week. I just went and got some cigarettes, and then that was it.
Priorities. Hashtag priorities. So after they had their little experiences, they came back to the room and realized that Elisa was gone. And they came together to possibly try and see if they could find her. So, we're going to start today's session with, let's see here. I think we're going to start it with, you know what? I'm going to roll a die. Okay. We start today's session with Wyatt. Wyatt, you've kind of agreed to go with this group of people. Effie's sort of taken a little bit charge of the group here, getting people motivated to go and try and find Elisa. How do you feel about this whole situation?
I think I'm just kind of along for the ride. I think, like, not much has honestly changed since the last time you put this question to me. After we were thinking about pushing forward and trying to get an A and stuff like that on the test.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, Wyatt, his life was super boring up until this experiment was offered to him. And the only reason he took it was because he was like, this sounds like it would be an enormous improvement on my extremely boring life. So I think he really is along for the ride for most of these things. Although, I don't think I have any great attachment to these people, and neither does Wyatt. Hey, I don't think he's not really doing anything because, like Effie's like taking charge and he's motivated by that, or he's like, who's the greatest is that Flanagan guy. He's super great. I love him. He's just kind of like, well, sticking with these people is going to get me back into a mech, and then we get an A, and then we get in a real mech, and then the real fun begins. And I think he's just kind of moving towards that point. So I think, honestly, he literally is just following them along like a lemming at this point, just waiting for the next thing. Like, I think he's itching to get back into a mech as well, because he really wants to get that A and get into a real mech. So genuinely just along for the ride and not hugely motivated by like, let's go save the day or let's go find Elisa. It's more just the quicker we find Elisa, the quicker we get into a mech.
Okay.
Like I'm probably a couple of feet behind everyone else at the back, just refusing to really like. They're all running along. Effie's probably running at full pelt down the hallway. I'm doing the casual Sundari walk.
So I think
hands in pockets.
I think that's the way the camera sort of starts out with this adventure today, is that you see Wyatt like tailing the group, and you can immediately tell by his posture that he's along for the ride. He's a passenger in this kind of thing. Sort of slouched and moving along whatever pace he kind of feels is appropriate. I think in front of Wyatt, who's next? Is it Stu? Is it Luca? I imagine Effie's in the front.
I think I'm in the middle because I wanted to position myself as to not be.
He didn't want to be last, right? Yeah.
You know, I'm still currently terrified.
So we get this slow camera pan to you, Stu. What do you look like right now? What's going on in your head? I mean, you were just through a pretty traumatic experience, but the team seems to have kind of accepted you. How do you look?
Currently, I'm still kind of recovering from having my life threatened. So I'm like winding down from that now that I'm with the group. I feel a little more comfortable. And I'm beginning to realize that, you know, these fellow pilots they're pretty cool. Like, I'm beginning to really like them. And seeing as like when Flanagan first accepted this, it was to make himself look good because he wanted to, because he wasn't getting very far in his acting career, and he was never really successful at being an actor, but he really feels like there's something that he can be successful at here. So he's slowly coming around to the idea of, you know, working together to achieve something and maybe find some success in being a pilot. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what's on Flanagan's mind. That and General Wrath is terrifying.
I mean, to be fair, that was my goal with the character.
If he sees Wrath again, he might run.
So the camera continues to sort of pan following the group. Luca, I imagine you're next?
Sure. Luca probably. I think he left first, but it doesn't really matter. I think he probably shuffled. But
I'm honestly probably right next to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't be leading by myself for sure.
Okay, yeah. Then Luca is in the front. So I guess when we pan over to Luca, he's pretty eager to. He's kind of has like a small smirk on his face as he's eager to try to do better as far as the this organization is concerned. He wants to do better. He doesn't want to let the group down, because he feels like if he gets an F, then the entire group will get an F. So he feels like he's got a lot on the shoulders. He's got a burden right now that is to get everybody else out of training so we can get into the fights. But of course, he's also very excited to get out into the real world and actually have some more of this excitement. He is an adrenaline junkie, and he lives for this. He loves fighting, and he loves just getting into the shit. So he wants to do that, and the best way to do that, he thinks right now, is to just grow as a group rather than just show off his strength.
And you and Effie had a bit of a, well, I mean, it seemed like you had like a little bit of a connection going in the mess hall. You were chatting it up. So I think maybe you look over towards Effie, and we see a definitely much smaller figure, as we all know that you are an absolute unit. And right. We sort of pan the camera down towards Effie. What does Effie look like in this situation, PB?
Oh, brimming with excitement. She has memories of a team that she was never actually a part of. So this is really exciting for her to kind of actually get to be with the team and have it form, because the last two team building exercises did not go very well. So she's definitely exaggerating this rescue mission in her mind, and yeah, she's very, very excited.
Now, do you know that this is a rescue mission, or is this just what
I
Effie
used air
has?
quotes, but
Yeah.
I think in her mind she's exaggerating it as a rescue mission, but I don't think she actually thinks that. But
Okay.
she's calling it that because
So
that
where
makes it sound cooler.
are you guys headed? Where are you going? Let's jump into things. What do you do?
So I think we should maybe investigate this floor and then maybe head down.
Yes, nah, we can do that. I was gonna go right this way though. I think she could be over here.
And he's leading towards the mess hall.
Okay.
Just right around this corner. Right here. Here, she's probably in here.
And you're looking up at the mess hall sign.
Okay. Do you want to peek in?
Yes, yeah.
Scout it out?
All right, I'll stay here. I'll be right back.
She's making gestures like, okay, you go forward and we'll stay back here.
All right.
Like military, like hand
Military,
gestures.
I think
Okay.
I think Luca
He's
tries
way
to
too
draw,
excited.
but he doesn't really have much military training, so he's just like,
Okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'll be right back.
and he comes back, and maybe a couple minutes later,
Did you find her?
Probably. What?
There's nut sauce somewhere on his face.
Elisa, did you find her? Is she in there?
No, what? Hold on.
and I go and I actually look this time. He did come out with like a tray of food, but now with a tray in hand, I guess I'll actually look around.
There's a few people in the mess hall. Mainly looks like UND people, Union Naval Department people. No, Elisa.
No, Elisa. Okay.
Elisa!
So he just echoes into the.
There's a few people that just kind of look up at you, a little quizzical, but nobody does
Sorry.
anything.
I thought you were old someone else.
And then I walk out.
What if they put her back in a tube?
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I don't know what the tube did. What does it do then?
The tube?
Yeah, what did it do?
I don't know. I think it.
There you go. What if they put her back in the tube?
Should we go check?
Where's the tube room?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We shouldn't ask, because then they'd be suspicious about us asking about the tube room.
Okay.
Why? Why is that bad?
I don't know. I've read this in a comic book once. It's just suspicious.
He's right. We should not be suspicious.
We'll be...
They say suspiciously from the doorway.
Yeah.
We should try to blend in as much as possible.
They're just this group of 5 people like at the doorway looking around like.
Okay. I look at the signs on the wall to point. Does anything? I know this says mess hall, but does anything tell us which
Elisa
direction?
this way
No, like like labs or anything,
for the research labs.
or anything. Like, what do the signs say on this floor?
Yeah.
Mess hall?
I think on each floor, there's designations for all the hallways, like a number and a letter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for like different corridors and stuff. But you guys are on the and by the way, anybody that's on the YouTube that's just like smashing the episodes, I'm gonna get all the floors wrong up until now because I have made an actual document that's got the floors for everything because I didn't do that before. I didn't do proper GM preparation. Nice. But I've made a doc now. So this is the canon. And the mess hall is on floor 3.
Okay, so we're on the 3rd floor. Do we know anything that's on? Because I assume we had to go to the ground floor to go to Wyatt's ship. Or is that
no,
not
Wyatt's
correct?
ship was actually not on the ground floor. There's a dome on the research lab.
Okay.
Yeah, the hangars and stuff, you guys would have easily remembered. They were like in the upper portions.
So have we only been on the 3rd floor?
No, you guys went to
Where
why
else have
it's
we been?
the ship hangars up in the upper portions. That's in the actual. There's a dome like for the research lab.
So
The mech hangar, the starship hangar. They're like up in the dome section, up on the top.
And where were the labs where we were birthed from? The two.
Dr. Prism's lab is on the 5th floor.
Okay. Like subfloor?
No, it's just
Like
the 5th floor.
Oh, okay,
It's-
okay.
The research labs are sort of built into these plateaus, similar to similar to that picture.
Okay. So we don't really want to go down. In our brains, I mean. Okay. Well, the tubes are, I think, upstairs. I think I remember coming down.
You guys would know where Dr. Prism's lab is. I mean, that's on the 5th floor.
Yeah. But the tubes are upstairs. Should we check those out? Yes, we should check those out. When no one says anything, I will just, yes, let's go.
Everyone's just looking at each other confused.
Yeah.
No idea where to go.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm having a hard time remembering, but General Rath's office, would that be on was that the 5th floor?
4th floor.
4th floor. Okay, just want to make sure.
Now it's on the 4th.
Now it's on the 4th.
All right, I mean, let's do it.
Yeah. All right, so I will head up with the group to the 5th floor to the tube room.
Okay. You guys head up. We're going to switch scenes to Elisa.
Hello.
Hi.
Spoiler, she's not in a tube.
Elisa, you're in the brig. There's a sort of a force shield, energy shield. It's kind of keeping you in the brig. It's not a particularly big cell. It's not a big room in general either. This brig area it looks like it's not made to hold really a lot of people or anything. This isn't like some sort of prison or anything really. This is a small brig. It's really meant for punishments or that kind of thing. Just from your general impression, I think you can understand that immediately. It's not sort of a long-term holding area. And you've been brought food and water and such, and by a few guards, different than the ones that actually brought you in. While this has been going on, I'd say you've been here now for about maybe 2 hours, something along those lines. Aside from Dr. Prism and Kaz and Polly coming in earlier, and a few guards here and there hasn't really been anybody to come visit you or anything. How are you feeling?
So Elisa's not touched the food or water, but at this point it's been a fair while since she ate anything. It was kind of just after we came out of the tubes. That was the last time that she ate something, which was a fair while ago. And I think that's becoming tempting. It's there.
It's been a full day.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of becoming tempting. But I think right now she's probably pacing. Is there anything else at all in the kind of force field cell? Is there anything that's... It's
just kind of like, it's just the ground is kind of like the walls and the ground are kind of padded, aside from like the actual the front area of the energy shield. There's not really anything there. It's very plain. It's just like a rectangle and an energy shield there. The walls and the ceiling and the floor are just padded.
Okay. And
there's not even like a bed. There is something like built into the wall probably to relieve yourself, to use the bathroom and whatnot. But
okay. And can I see that anybody is watching? Are there guards that I can see from here, or is it very much it's me, I'm on my own?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think at this point, Elisa's got herself up and she's pacing.
So one thing that I do want to sort of touch on a little bit more is if you haven't had anything to eat in a day, this is the hungriest that you've probably ever been, depending on how you're figuring out your backstory.
I think it's safe to say that she's been hungrier. I think it's safe to say that she's been hungrier, but that food is certainly looking appetizing.
In this short period of time, though, in a day, this is the hungriest you've ever been without eating for like a day or something. You know, just having work or skipping a meal or whatever.
She's definitely gone a whole day without food before. She's definitely gone a whole day without food before.
This is something that's noticeable for you for sure. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. And I think that's absolutely exacerbated by the fact that, like, this whole, she's gone through an absolute roller coaster of emotion. She's gone from this, like, super explosive, reactive, defensive situation to being restrained and put in a brig and having this absolute surge of adrenaline followed by that total adrenaline drop and this, like, super vulnerable, intense moment. And I think that's also kind of adding to certainly a bit of kind of, I want to say instability, but probably not in the way that we've seen her be that kind of unstable before. I think it's more of a kind of, like, physically, you know, she's definitely got some kind of blood sugar shakes going on. She absolutely has. And I think a lot of what's going on for her at the moment is kind of just trying to collect her thoughts and just kind of recover from this, like, this series of events that's just been kind of a little bit is kind of an underestimation, that's been really overwhelming. And I think a lot of what she's trying to do is just do this kind of mechanical walking backwards and forwards in the hope that it kind of regulates her thoughts a little bit, you know, like a regular motion, hopefully kind of.
What are you thinking about?
I think there's a lot of cyclical thinking going on about the team and about the backstory and the kind of new information that she's got from this tablet. And she's also thinking about this, what she would probably describe as, like, a gross dude who clearly in her mind felt her up to find the tablet. Like, that's really, it's come out before, I think, as, like, an aggressive, reactive, like, probably looks like a massive overreaction, but actually it's really upset her. And she's really upset by that. And I think a lot of the time that comes out as, like, some sort of explosive anger. But she's really upset by that. And I think she's just trying to piece together bits of the puzzle. She's really confused about Dr. Prism. It's still that kind of, like, who can I trust? And I think she's thinking very differently about some of these new people that she woke up in this tube room with. I think she's thinking a little bit about maybe there are some people there that are better than others. And I think that's that kind of ranking. She's, I guess, trying to rank people in terms of, like, trust, in terms of trustworthiness. Yeah. And yeah, I think, just kind of going over and over and over. And I think, again, the food deprivation and probably sleep deprivation as well is not helping her.
I think we see, like, some cuts of the camera, like, looking at the food, maybe, like, the water level, you know, like it's doing the Jurassic Park thing where, you know, where the T-Rex gets closer, except we just kind of zoom out and we see your frame just kind of, like, pacing back and forth in this cell.
Yeah.
And it's been some time before the door opens. In walks a fairly imposing looking figure, wearing Union Naval Department attire. They're accompanied by Dr. Prism. This person is older, probably. I mean, it's hard to tell ages these days. People generally live much, much longer And I would say from our perspective, they look like they're somewhere in their 50s. The person has an imposing presence immediately. You see they have that aura of command about them. And Dr. Prism and this person walk in. And Dr. Prism is sort of... he looks a bit serious.
Okay.
And this person walks in, and there's some guards that are joining, and he waves them off. Closes the door. And he says, I understand we have ourselves a bit of a problem.
How tall is this guy, Whack?
I don't think he's super tall. Maybe like 5'11" or so.
Okay, okay. I think I'm look at him and...
Got sort of salt and pepper hair.
Okay. I think she's gonna look up at him and just try and keep a poker face. Like right now, it's just a case of a poker face, but I also think she's gonna look at Dr. Prism.
Did you meet General Wrath before?
Mm-hmm. I stole his data pad, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is not General Wrath.
Okay.
This is someone that you have not met before.
Okay.
They have that same sort of overbearing. They have that same sort of like overbearing feeling, that aura of command.
Okay. Yeah, she's definitely intimidated by that. But is trying to poker face about it. Definitely trying to poker face. I think also, yeah, there's a look to Dr. Prism of like almost a look for reassurance, almost a kind of little bit of like, are you gonna help? Are you gonna be friendly? And I think she sees that kind of he means business type look, and she sees that kind of serious look, and that's kind of worrying for her. It's very worrying. I don't think she says anything at the minute. I think she just looks at him. I think she just looks at him and kind of wait.
This person is clearly like more battle scarred. This person has facial scars and burn marks, which is odd in a lot of these in this time period. There's plenty of ways to sort of like have these burns and things and scars removed. It's not very difficult for science of this age to kind of medical science to sort of deal with that. So this is like a personal choice not to have this kind of scarring removed.
Interesting.
And I think immediately it says and has an effect. Right? It just makes this person look more intimidating immediately.
Especially if it's so rare.
Yeah. And this person walks in. They've got a data pad and whatnot. And they walk over with Dr. Prism a few feet away from the cell.
But they're in the cell, right? When you say a few feet away from the cell, they're
in
the cell.
The opening. The cell doesn't go all the way to the door. It's like an energy field. There's an area in front.
Right, I see. Yeah. Can I see anything on that data pad? Is it the same?
I won't
module?
even let you really roll for it. It's just kind of they've got it held up.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of data pads that are just kind of standard.
Okay.
For this kind of place.
Yeah. I think it's just for her. I think it's just a case of taking it in and waiting. I think the intimidation is absolutely real, especially kind of with these scars for sure. And you know, I think she doesn't want to give anything away. Like she doesn't want to make herself any more vulnerable because she's kind of embarrassed about that. Especially looking at Dr. Prism. She's a little bit embarrassed about what's happened and kind of having that
role play away.
That kind of breakdown.
So, he's posited this question to you. I understand that we have ourselves a problem.
And what problem is that?
There has been a security breach that you have been a part of.
A part of?
Perpetrator of? Is that what you'd prefer?
Would you say it's a very would you say it's a very secure system if one person can breach it?
Definitely not. I would say that the system needs a lot of work. If someone was able to abscond with the general's data pad and proceed to hack it. Apparently someone with a lot of talent.
Thank you.
You like being recognized for your talent?
I don't care to be recognized.
Unfortunate that you're in a cell then, I suppose.
She looks at Dr. Prism and desperately tried to read his face, like she wants him to interject. Desperately trying to read his face.
So give me a. This is gonna be. It's not an investigation. Do you have any triggers that might help you with this?
I don't know if investigate, research, and something in great detail, that's more kind of technology, isn't it, than anything else? I don't think so.
It's more along the lines of having time to investigate something than a quick glance or an insight into someone's feelings. Okay, so something that I'd like you all to do is I have added a flat D20 button for you because I actually spoke to the creator of Lancer, and he said that we were doing the triggers stuff wrong. God,
rules lawyer much.
We when we have
get it because he made up the never mind.
No, I got
perfect.
it.
We got it.
You know, never mind. Okay, no, just forget it. Just forget it, you guys. Okay.
So
where do I find that?
We're not supposed to be rolling grit. We're actually if you don't have the trigger for it, that means you roll a flat D20. So anyway. Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Jesus, Brad.
Rude.
If you could go to the
So
macros, your macros in the collection tab on Roll20 and turn on your in-bar flat D20.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah. Because that's what you guys will be rolling for stuff that you don't have triggers for.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a flat D20, please.
Ooh, that's a 5.
Just all of us, yeah?
Just for
Also
Elisa.
fine.
It's just for Elisa.
Oh, I thought you said all of us.
We just have to turn the button on.
Yeah, I
Is
think
what he
all of
meant.
that.
Just turn the button on. Yeah, so
Maybe I should listen more.
just a good life lesson there, Brad.
Instead of interrupt, yeah? I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there. I'm almost 42. I'll work it out eventually.
So, Elisa, you haven't really known him that long. It's hard to tell. You're just not sure.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna look back to this intimidating man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to me?
What do you think we should do to you?
So Lisa she's not even thought about this. She hasn't even considered it. She considered every outcome that they could possibly do, but in terms of what she thought that they should do,
Just
you mean what I want or what I think you should do?
what you think is fair based on the situation. What is the punishment for your crime?
Well, I think it's fair for you to let me rejoin my team.
Why would we do that? Why would we let you free after your security breach, your assaulting of our guards? We're just trying to find out what was going on, by the way, before you tried to attack them.
I did not try to attack them. They attacked me.
They asked you to halt, you continued to run, and when they tried to stop you, you tried to kick one in the balls.
Personally,
Or did I get the story wrong?
they pinned me up against a wall. You have enough cameras around this place. Maybe you should...
I've seen the tapes. They tried to restrain you when they tried to find out what was going on.
I think it would be fair if you let me rejoin my team.
Doctor. Elisa, I've been shown the tapes. The
Then
video.
You saw.
I did. You have to understand that part of my job is to assess everyone's mental states, to understand how they are doing and if they are capable to, well, do what they signed on to do. Do you think that you're all right?
I think I am more than capable of doing the job that I set out to do.
It's not the question that I asked. Do you think that you're all right?
I'm fine.
Are you hungry, Elisa? I noticed that you haven't eaten your food. Have the shakes begun yet?
Puts her hands behind her back.
You know, each and every one of your metabolisms is working much harder than they used to. Each of you is stronger, faster, and smarter than you used to be. It requires more fuel for your body. If you don't eat, you could do some very serious harm to yourself.
What more harm than you've already done to me?
How did we harm you?
Your guards,
Not my guards.
Your guards.
Elisa, I am part of the Union Science Bureau. They're the Union Naval Department. I should have some autonomy. Semantics for now, Doctor. This is a special case.
A special case?
The Lancer program is... It's very important, Elisa. You are very important. Your health, your well-being is very important.
But you cured us, you said, in the tubes.
What we did was we fixed various medical problems, health issues, and such. One thing that cannot be simply wished away or cleaned up is someone's mind. And part of my job and my assistant's job is to make sure that everyone can, well, handle all of this.
I can handle it, Doctor. I'd just like to be treated with a little bit of freedom and some explanation, and then I can and then I'm capable.
Lieutenant Reeves?
Ultimately, it's your decision, Doctor. No real harm was done. However, the security issues are, well, a problem. What can we do to ensure that they don't happen again?
I can give you my word that they won't happen again.
Your word. Well, one thing I can say, you haven't exactly earned my trust.
Well, the feeling is really quite mutual.
Fair enough. But that doesn't give you the opportunity to use my trust as if you had it.
What are you trying to say to me? What do you want?
What I'm trying to say is we need assurances that you're not going to move about the base and try to hack everything that you run into.
And what would give you that insurer? Like, I can't, you won't accept my word. What else do you want? What else could you possibly want?
Doctor, I told you I'm not doing it. Well, then I see we have ourselves a problem. It's not fair.
What's not fair? Doc?
Lieutenant Reeves asked that you be... well, that you be manacled as you moved around the facility.
Manacled?
You said it yourself. Aside from your word, there is no insurances that you would be, well, staying out of other people's business.
Manacled to what? My hands?
Yes.
And that would give you assurance.
At least for now.
And what if I say no?
Then we have a problem.
Then I think we have a problem.
We switch scenes.
All of you are headed up to Dr. Prism's lab on the 5th floor. Yeah, you arrive there. You don't see Dr. Prism. But you do see that Kaz and Polly are there. They look like they're working on some kind of experiment or something. They've got various monitoring equipment and such.
Anyone in the tubes?
What's that?
Is there anyone in the tubes?
Nope.
They're all empty.
Polly, hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Have you seen Elisa?
She looks towards Kaz.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Great. Could you tell us where she is? We're trying to do some team building exercises. We might go back into the simulation, but we need our whole team to do that. you know?
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's going to be possible right now.
What? Why not? Is she
Elisa-
okay?
Dupes.
Elisa has been detained.
She is in the tubes! Wyatt was right!
What's
What?
happened to her? The skin's turned green. The fingers have fallen off. Oh God, she's grown more fingers.
Oh my god!
No. She's
Where are they holding her?
well. They had to throw her into the brig.
What?
Throw her into the brig?
Which tube is that?
She's so small, she probably hit a wall. You can't throw her. She's
Brig's like
tiny.
that. It's like prison. It's like I hand a
You're right.
chocolate bar. I hand a chocolate bar to Red Panda real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's like prison. All right, well, she's a write-off. Can't say I'm
No,
surprised.
you can't say that, Wyatt. You put her
What?
in prison for what? She's
didn't
part
put
of
her
the
in
team. Leave no person
Maniac.
behind.
Well, you know, we really didn't need her in the last training exercise, you know, and she's a bit
Well, I'm not
Crazy.
In case you've forgotten, we all failed, Wyatt.
yeah, but that weren't because she weren't there.
All failed.
Really, that was sort of because you were kicking the crap out of the convoy.
Where is she now?
Panda went for a swim.
Like I said, she's in the brig.
Where's that? I assume she can at least have visitors.
Well, that's really up to Lieutenant Reeves.
Who's that?
Well, he's in charge of security.
Well, how can we talk to him? Where can we find him?
Well, and that depends on where he is. I'm not sure where he is at any given time. Obviously, I'm not following him around, but the security headquarters is down on the first floor, and the brig is, well, it's on the 8th floor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Luca leaves.
I should mention though, well, Elisa was caught.
But what?
Polly's usually pretty like happy-go-lucky and whatnot, but she looks like a little upset for a second.
Caught doing what?
She sort of, well, she breached the security of some of our data files.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
Unfortunately,
Quite impressive, actually.
they were related to you.
To me?
Well, all of you.
What?
What'd she do?
Well, we don't know exactly, but the files were accessed.
Yeah, she probably changed my MySpace.
What's MySpace?
MySpace?
I don't know what that is.
Space.
What about you, Spades?
You ain't got a MySpace profile.
No. What's that?
It's our space. No one could have control of it. Isn't that what a lot of these organizations and nations are fighting for? Is their
Please
own
don't.
space?
It's where I watch anime.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you talking about social? Oh, I have Space LinkedIn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that one.
I got my.space.
My.space and Space LinkedIn, huh? Well,
I have
it
record.
sounds to me like she was just doing some recon.
Okay. Well,
I'll be honest, I thought you was going to say that she cut someone's face off and started like wearing
Yeah.
it, walking around and
that's
that.
horrible.
Yeah,
well,
that's
Why would she do that?
You know, also she's a maniac, and it seems like it's not within
She's a
like,
maniac?
the realm of.
No, Wyatt, she's not a
Why
maniac.
is she a maniac?
All right,
She's not a maniac.
You're going crazy, yeah.
That's because she didn't go crazy.
Yeah, you weren't there. All right. Me and her, we went out and see Raph. You've met Raph. I point at Flanagan.
Yes,
No.
yes, I have. I
Yeah.
don't think we should go and see him.
There's like
No,
a
no,
little
no,
a little
definitely not.
squeaker fart that gets released.
No, I never want to see him again if I can help it. Anyway, on the way there, she was going like doolally, jumping around, chasing after me, screaming at me, calling me all sorts of names and that. And honestly, I won't even be that rude. You know, not as rude as I'd can be. She's a little bit, you know, few screws loose of a space.
Well, she's a few screws loose.
Don't think you're helping here.
We are
Well,
supposed to be a team.
Yeah, it's just,
It's
I
still
mean,
part of it.
yeah, but you know, what if, you know, we're out in the field and she sort of starts freaking out and screaming at us, and she was accusing me of all sorts of things that I didn't know about.
Oh, maybe she knew more. Had she already hacked the database by that point? Wyatt, what if you don't remember? What if you did something terrible before you went into the tube, and then now you don't remember any of it?
Yeah, I've done a lot of terrible things, but like
What?
nothing that bad. This
Lay
one
it on
time.
me.
Well, no, this one time, well, you know, it's a bit of a secret, but I'll tell you, the worst thing I ever done, I was delivering a box to Bed Bath and Space, and I really needed to, you know, go to the bathroom. I had some spicy chicken, and, you know, I couldn't stop anywhere. It was sort of in between space gas stations, and
Oh,
well,
Wyatt.
in the boxes there were
No.
like toilets, so I used one.
And then you delivered it.
And then I delivered it.
Well, I mean, if
disgusting.
anything,
Picked it back up, sent it off.
Not
Flew
that
away.
bad. It's funny.
Yeah, pretty bad though, right?
That is
I mean,
pretty
I
bad.
don't know. I mean, now at least the customer knows it works. And it's like,
Well,
oh God, I hope this toilet's working. Oh well, somebody's already gone at it. That answers the question.
It works, yeah, it works. I mean, there was no water in it or nothing, but
Left
yeah.
a 5-star review in the toilet.
But that's like, I mean, that's like the worst thing I've ever done, you know? I've never really been like the type to get in trouble. I've always kind of stayed inside, watched TV. That's what I like to
Exactly.
do.
It's
And I
pretty
mean-
pathetic.
If she
It's
was
not like I
hacking
was
it,
in a penile colony, hand another chocolate bar.
Thank
Oh.
you.
yeah, I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she was accusing me of like being a traitor or something. I can't remember what she was saying to me, but she was sort of going wild as if, you know, like, as if I'd like shit in her toilet, you know what I mean? And delivered it to her house.
Maybe you did. Maybe it was her toilet. Could you imagine?
I mean, that's why
Mm.
she's so mad she knows.
Yeah. Maybe she read the file and saw
Seems
that
a
you
little
shit
bit-
in her shitter.
Unlikely. I mean, it's possible, but I feel like something that specific, she would have mentioned it.
Well,
Maybe.
I mean,
Or
at the end of the
maybe she
day,
meant to, and she's been detained since trying to find you and confronting you about shitting in her shitter.
All right, well, if that was the case, then sure, she's not crazy. She's completely justified.
Well, it
if
sounds
that
like we
weren't
need
the
to find
case-
out.
She was crazy because she was going crazy. And I don't know why she's crazy. I don't know what's causing her to go crazy. But if we're out there fighting the bad guys, you know, on the front line, doing whatever it is they're grooming us to do, and then, you know, she suddenly turns around and she's like, Flanagan, you shit in my toilet, and just starts unloading rail guns.
But she wouldn't say that because Flanagan didn't shit in her toilet. You did.
yeah, I shit in my own toilets.
Yeah, but a crazy person would just make something up like that, you know?
A
Okay.
crazy person would probably unload their own railgun into a toilet, am I right?
But at the end of the day, I mean, we have to decide: do we want to rescue her, or we're just going to let her rot in prison?
Well, I'm going to go there
Let her
now.
rot?
Right in prison, probably.
Wyatt?
We can't let her rot in prison. Besides, she's got a lot of dirt on us.
That is true.
I have a feeling if she was there in the last, assignment or the last simulation, I think we would have done way better.
I think so too. And, you know, we all tried, but we all made mistakes, and we can learn, and we can learn to work together. And the bottom line is she's part of our unit, and we're not going to get out of here if we don't have our entire unit working together cohesively.
If we can sort of harness and aim the crazy at the enemy, it
Well-
does sort of help us.
I mean, if she hacked this place, she must be pretty good.
Ah,
That is true, actually, yeah. She did hack you lot. That's got to be pretty embarrassing, Polly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't run security.
Yeah, but you'd be
Oh.
embarrassed, wouldn't you?
If I did run security, yeah.
Yeah, also.
Who runs security again?
Well, that's Lieutenant Reeves.
Reeves. Okay. I'll remember that. I'll try not to mention how embarrassing it would be.
Pretty embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing.
It would be
Like,
very embarrassing, am I right?
Yeah.
I
That's
looked at the
probably why they jailed her. But luckily, she's like on our side.
That's true.
You know, they should be thanking her. She found some serious flaws in the security. They should give her an award.
I don't know if Jennifer.
I don't know if General Wrath and Lieutenant Reeves share the same sentiment.
I'd like to look around. Is there anything like shiny?
There are so many shiny things in here.
Great. Can I grab the closest round shiny thing that I could pretend to be an award?
Flanagan's ass.
God damn it, Brad.
I do have tons of pins.
Give me a flat D20, please.
Okay, wait though. If Flanagan has a pin that's really shiny,
He's got plenty of pins.
okay, I will look at you then, Flanagan.
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
I think we should give her an award. I think we should go upstairs and we should give her an award. And I would love to use one of those shiny things.
Okay, well,
she starts flicking one of your pins.
Yeah,
Hey.
like this one.
But this is my attendance pin for the time that I was actually sort of attending, like best soap opera actor awards. Yeah, okay, fine, sure.
Are you sure? Because we don't have to take this pin. We could take a different pin or something else in here.
They're all kind of special to me, you know.
Do you want to keep this one?
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I do actually have one. And I actually look into one of my back pockets, and I have like this. I have a pin.
These are all homemade. You have the parts and materials for these pins somewhere in your collection of shit.
Shit.
Take out this.
That's my butt haker. Please don't touch that.
I take out this.
Tell me you have a pin of your book, please.
I take out this not so shiny pin. It's really scuffed up, but it has this it's gold. It's gold.
Okay.
It's really scuffed, like if keys, like I put the keys in my back pocket as if it was like scratching the back of the pin, and it's actually a tube of nut sauce. This one for a limited edition pin release for you're that rash man.
This is limited edition on it. This is perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
We get like a camera shot like inside the bag. It's just there's a million like limited edition things in there. Like,
oh, okay. Thank you so much. This is perfect.
you know those little like letter refrigerator magnets that you can move around to make words? He's got like all the letters and stuff in there to like snap together to form the pins.
Sometimes I don't get enough awards, so you just got to make them yourself. I mean, every moment's like important somehow.
This is an important one. We have to stand up for our teammate. 8th floor, you said, right, Polly?
8th floor.
Let's
yes,
go.
the brig is on the 8th floor.
Are you coming, Polly?
I have work to do.
Can it wait? This is important. This is a rescue mission. We need all the help we can get.
What do you mean a rescue mission?
We gotta go get her out of the brig.
Polly, we're working as a team.
How are you going to
all right?
do that?
Please don't poo-poo this, all right? We're finally working as a team. Where is the hovering little drone?
Wait a minute. Are you going to go try to break her out of the brig?
No, we're just gonna talk to them and explain. And once we explain how awesome she is and how cool it is that she actually hacked the system, they'll have to let her come back and work with us. And then, Polly, we can do another simulation.
And,
Is that more fun than the work you're doing?
Where is Skip? Is Skip around here?
Please.
All right. Do you have any triggers to help you try and convince Polly to come with you?
Let's find out.
Otherwise, this will be a flat D20.
No, I don't think I really do. I have stay cool, but I don't think that counts. All right, flat D20 it is. 10.
10. That is a success. Okay. So Polly looks very hesitant.
Please, please.
She looks back at her work, and then she says,
Okay.
Yes!
Let's go.
Yes, Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Polly. All right, let's go. 8th floor.
Now we're a team. Well,
Yes,
almost.
we are. Well, almost. Yeah, we're missing an important team member.
Yeah, and let the record show I really was not on board with this. If we all get
Shut
put
up,
in-
Wyatt.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming with you.
Skip, you gotta continue the work. I'll be back soon, I think. Hopefully.
Yes.
Skip the robot. Okay. Perfect.
I will come for you.
And off you go up to the 8th floor.
Yes.
As you arrive to the 8th floor, it's got a similar kind of layout, but you can see that there's like there's a group of guards at the end of the hallway. They look like they're guarding a room. There are 4 guards outside.
I don't think I'm stopping. I think I'm like walking straight up.
That's it.
In one of the offices as you pass, by the way, you can see that there is a poster. Like it's on like a wallpaper loop, like somebody's got like a digital frame or something. And I think Stu, you recognize the poster immediately. It's Blanson Spaceballer.
Damn it, Blanson, even here. What do I have to be reminded of your success?
What?
And he's doing that like super cheese kind of pose. You know, he's trying to flex his pecs in the shot. You know, and you can see that he's got this like smile plastered across his face. And by the way, you guys can thank Cripson for the NPC creation. Somebody actually went on to the Patreon and went ahead and created
That's
the
amazing.
Blanson Spaceballer NPC.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that, Stu?
You can tell how flat his chest is. His pecs are not as good as mine.
Of course not.
God. How do you get your
Sensing
teeth
some
that white?
history here.
It's not natural.
He actually does leg day.
He only does leg day. He's
Yeah.
like the anti.
Did you ever see the picture of the? Did you ever see the picture of the Tour de France like bikers that have the legs that are like this big? It's just like that. Like, oh my god. Yeah, and you march up to the guards right in front of the door. They sort of they look at you and they say, you can hear them like muttering as you're walking down the hall, Effie. One of the guards just kind of speaks up and says, "You're gonna need to stop there."
We're here to pick up our teammate.
They all kind of like look at each other. They're about to say something when suddenly,
Oh God. I feel way less confident now.
The town explodes. The suspense is killing me.
Oh no.
Turn to buffer. There we go.
yeah, we also the whole building is rocked.
Oh god, the town does explode. Holy shit.
What?
Debris starts falling all about you.
Holy
The
shit!
whole building is shaking
What is
as
going on?
stuff is falling all about you. Glass starts breaking, and the floor beneath you is shaking. An earthquake is happening all about you.
What's going
and
on?
You can,
Oh, sure.
you guys, you see the guards all start to move about, you know, sort of in reaction to this. There's this sort of like horrible sound that is making its way through the corridors and such.
What kind of sound? Like a Okay.
Is it the space locust?
Shit.
What is that?
The guards start to like look around, and you see this like large, like arm length centipede looking bug spring out through one of the vents and just like latch on to one of the guards, and they're just like, ah! They're just getting horribly mauled as these like fucking like crazy claws and legs, these all segmented legs, like pierce through one of the guy's eyes, and he just falls to the ground, ah! Ah! Screaming like bloody murder, falling to the ground. What do you do?
Oh my god!
I grab a gun.
Yeah, the guards like take out they've got, I don't think they've got like assault rifle type weapons or anything. They've got like handgun equivalent, like energy weapons, and they take them out, and like they're sort of like yelling and screaming like, holy shit, like gunfire going off down the hall here. You don't
I have a question. We technically have weapons on our character sheet, but I assumed we didn't actually have any on us.
You don't. You don't actually have the weapons on you. No.
Okay. Can I grab one from a dead body?
Let's see here.
I can act unseen or unheard. I can spot and I can stay cool. So I feel like
Stay
all three of
cool.
these things, would lend to this.
17. Yeah, you grab like the little energy pistol from this downed guard. These like centipede bug things are all crawling out from the vents. And there's lots of fire like being shot all about you guys. Just all about people are shooting weapons, trying to shoot these bugs. What's everybody doing?
Holy
It's just like one of my animes.
Yeah, it is. We should go inside. Yeah. I will try to like fire and hold them off while people can get inside the door.
I think Luke
At
is
the end
gonna
of the
just try
hall,
the door.
where the guards were guarding, you see the door like burst open as you see somebody dressed in Union Naval Department outfit coming out. Dr. Prism is with them, and Dr. Prism is just like, what's going on? What's happening?
We need flamethrowers. Flamethrowers.
You see, probably like on this guy's uniform, you see that he's got lieutenant insignia on the uniform, and it says Reeves, just like as like a name tag on his like boiler suit type uniform. They just kind of yell like, everybody get information. What the hell's going on? He whips out a pistol, and like a bug is about to land on him, and he just gore splats all over him, and just like coats him. What's that?
We got flight suits on?
No, you guys don't have your flight suits or
We're just
anything
in our
on.
clothing.
Yeah,
We
you
don't
just
have our
regular
pilot,
clothing. Yeah.
Apart from, right.
I think Luke is gonna push through to the brig.
Okay. Inside, Elisa, the brig energy shield has come down. The power must have been knocked out from this earthquake that just happened.
And I could feel the earthquake too.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole building was shaking.
I'm looking at the big scary guy. Like,
He's ran outside with Dr. Prism. They ran outside the doorway. And you just see the lieutenant just get like coated with some kind of like phlegm like goo. Looks like he just got slimed on Nickelodeon or something.
Anime AF.
serves him right. Okay, we're going out. I want to go out, but I want to be very cautious about where he is and what he got covered in. Like, I want to know what's going on, but I want to do it a little bit sneakily and very kind of cautiously, but I'm desperate to know what's going on.
Okay. So you can hear the sounds of like some weapon fire and stuff going on in the background. What's everybody else doing? How are you reacting to this going on? Effie grabbed a weapon. Wyatt, Stu, Luca.
Am I allowed to grab this digital poster?
I love you
It's in
so much.
somebody's office. Yeah, I think the glass probably broke or something for somebody's office, and you just grabbed the poster.
That was my chance.
I'm trying to fend these bugs off. Ah! Take that bug! bug! Take that, Blanson!
Yeah, give me a
Isn't working. You should have done ab day.
give me a grit check.
All right. Hey!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's wielding the poster frame like it is old hat. Almost as if he's had to do this before.
Looks like I still got it from all those years of side spinning.
Is there anything else in the office if I run in there with him? Like, is there?
Please grab a stapler,
weapons
please.
or-
Yeah, it's just general office equipment.
Oh, I'll close the door then. Me and Stu can hide in the office.
Glass is broken. Like, I mean, you can just see into the office. Like, it's just
I was hoping it
some
was
glass
like
panes.
we'd put ourselves in like a Half-Life position where we become an NPC later on for Gordon Freeman to find. You know?
Just press the button on the door, Gordon.
You know, they're always there.
I'm not getting out of here.
And then something will break through behind them and kill them, and you'd be like, haha, you should have let me in. So there's nothing in here at all?
There's general office equipment here. There's like chairs and stuff.
There's no, like, in case of emergency, break glass.
Crowbar? No, there's no crowbar in here, unfortunately. No Half-Life crowbar. There was a picture
standing
frame.
Behind Stu then. Stu's big and strong.
I mean, he's squashing some bugs.
He's adult.
This
but I'll
is
stand
impressive.
behind him and be like, here, go on. Here, watch out on your left. On your left.
Ah! Yeah! Ah! All the years of being in your shadow, Blanson. How's it like to be nothing more than a bunch
Hey, above you. Coming in over the door.
Ah!
Just squishing. I mean, you guys are just getting coated in bug juice. Just all over the place. Stu has managed to keep it out of his hair, though. Nothing is landing. He's getting the spandex. It's a good thing you got some spandex on because it's just sliding off, but it's still getting all over your face and your hands and your arms and stuff.
Oh, excuse me. He probably oils himself every day. Everything's gonna slide off.
Right. And like anytime it's
Just
anytime the
like
goose
your
comes across me,
insults.
I just shield myself with a poster. I'm very careful to shield myself if it's the hair region that's going to be compromised.
What about you, Luca?
Luca pressed into the brig as soon as like it started to rumble and the tremors started.
And I was 100% covering him, by the way.
Yeah, and he teamwork exactly. You got to make sure Polly sees that we're working as a team. So we Luca, yeah, I guess I'm beelining towards the door. I don't really care if there's guards in the way or not.
Yeah, both of you can see.
There are guards in the way because that would be a little bit more of a fight that he's willing to.
Both of you can see Elisa sort of stumbling out of her out of the brig.
Elisa! We came to get you. We came to rescue you.
Effie?
Yeah.
You came to rescue me?
Yeah.
By the way, as soon as Polly has seen a bug, you just hear her like, ah! Ah! Like screaming, "Oh my God! Oh, kill it!
Poor Polly.
Perfect. Leave him on the gun.
We can't have a team without you.
Effie? Where did you get that gun?
Just off of one of the fallen guys there.
Come on. It's not safe if we stay here.
It's not safe. It's not safe anywhere in here.
That's why we have to leave.
Dr. Prism sort of like speaks up and he says, "There you all are. Are you all right?
We're okay now.
All right. Well." He's sort of like looking around and he's looking at one of the dead bugs and he says, "Fascinating. There must be some sort of disruption. Perhaps these creatures are, They appear to be moving in some sort of unit. There's another one!" Okay, give me a grit roll.
Yeah. I think I have a pilot thing for this, don't I? Take someone out.
We gotta check that.
Hey.
I think that's a different thing. Oh yeah. Okay, take someone out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, this is a trigger. Okay, it's an
yeah,
8.
8.
Okay,
Which means my base
unfortunately,
roll must have been terrible.
you shoot and miss. The bug lands on you, and you feel like this like horrible like pincers like dig into your skin, probably of your arm, and it's all crawling around. And thing's long. It's the size of your arm. It's like a big fucking centipede, and it's like you feel all its legs like all up on your arm, and the pincers just dig into your arm. You're gonna take some damage. You're going to take 2 HP damage to your pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, it fucking hurts. And Dr. Prism is like, it's on your arm! It's on your arm!
I know! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
Could Luca go and grab it?
Yeah. How are you doing
All
this?
right. How big are the size of her arm?
Size of Effie's arm.
Could I palm its head?
You can try. Do you have anything to help you with that?
Apply fists, assault.
Apply fists.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's a 3. You try to grab it, but unfortunately Effie's like, ah! She's swinging her arm around. I think.
Calm down. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Breathe.
And yeah, it's actually it jumps off of Effie and like lands on you when you try to grab it, and its pincers like dig into your flesh. You're gonna take 2 damage. Polly, meanwhile, like in the background, if you guys ever see like a serious anime character like in one of these moments that's afraid of bugs, they do that like wiggly thing, you know, where they're like, and they get like all wiggly. That's what Polly's doing in the background. Like she can't process what's happening. She's having like a nervous breakdown from all these bugs. Yeah, like Lucas, you got this thing on you. Elisa, you see the gang in here. Or what are you doing? You see all these bugs and everything too. Elisa.
Can I investigate these bugs? Is there anything technical about them? Is there? No, I mean, like, is there anything technical? I just want to put a hacker eye on them and see if there's anything technological about them or whether they're purely biological.
So investigation is going to take you some time. It's not really a fast observation thing. That's like a let's take this apart and look at it kind of thing. You know what I mean? You can just give me like just a general glance if you want to do that. I can give you something based on that.
Yeah, let's do a general glance. Yeah.
So just give me a flat D20 then.
Can I use my investigate research or is it just a flat?
No.
Because that's going to take me some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigation's different than like a perception. Okay, 16.
16.
So just from your cursory glance, there doesn't appear to be anything sort of technological about these bugs.
Okay.
They look, I mean, you see people covered in goo. You see nothing really jumps out at you as like sort of robotic or anything along those lines.
Okay. I want to. Okay. So Elisa makes her way over to Myth and to Effie, to Luca and Effie, and kind of like tries to like ward off all of this like slime and growth that's like flying around everywhere, and like maybe definitely like put some goggles on.
Luca's
like,
got one of these bugs like on his chest. He's like trying to take this thing off, wrestling with it.
These are stronger than I thought they would be.
Luca.
They beat me.
Okay, I wanna try and get it off, Luca.
Okay, give me a flat D20 or no, a grit roll. This is a grit roll.
Stand by.
Unless you have something that can help you attack something.
Nope, don't think I do.
Okay.
Oh, baby,
7.
It's 7.
Okay. Yeah. So when you go to try to attack this bug, it leaps onto you and totally bites you. Yeah, like I think it jumps on your face and it's got some kind of like tail stinger type thing, and it just totally like sticks into your shoulder, and it fucking hurts. You take 2 damage.
Oh God.
Everybody's failed on attacking these bugs so far.
Oh, that's the last time I try and help anybody.
Stu, we need a hero.
What?
Stu and Wyatt are in the office. They're like squishing bugs in the distance. You just Dr. Prism says, there must be something something that is going on. We must have disrupted the hive or something. Lieutenant Reeves! Lieutenant Reeves!
The hive?
Little busy here, Doctor. He's firing his weapon off in the distance, and he says, Dr. Prism says, was there something going on near the base today? Some sort of something that could have awoken these creatures? We did send out a team earlier. That must be it. They must have some sort of nest.
Oh, no.
Lieutenant Reeves,
No.
we need to deploy them. Deploy what? The Lancers! He looks at Dr. Prism with this fucking dubious look. He says, you said they weren't ready. I don't think we have a choice.
Wait, is he talking about us?
Dr. Prism looks at you guys and he says, you need to get to the mech hangar right away.
Okay, I want to try to rescue Elisa first, though, because she's got a bug biting her.
Okay.
I also want to do that.
Oh, my. I have a +4, mother.
So that was a 6 from Effie and a 3 from Luca. Oh my god. More bugs. More bugs are coming out from the vents. They land like all over you. You take 2 more damage, Effie, and 2 more damage, Luca.
Shit.
Does Flanagan know what's going on over there, like with all the commotion that's
Absolutely. You can hear them all screaming. The windows are just kind of blown out.
happening? I'm gonna try and take that bug out that's been bugging everybody, and and try.
There's a few of them now.
I'm gonna try and help them out so that
So-
they can escape.
So you're in an office. There's like windows that have been busted out. Wyatt like closed the door behind him as he came into this office when you guys were just sort of setting up a half-life fort here. Are you climbing through the window? You going through the door? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go through the window dramatically.
Okay. You're going to go through the window dramatically. Explain how you want to do that.
What I want to do is I want to get a running start, swan dive through, roll.
He has no triggers to help him with this, by the way.
Yeah. I want to swan dive through and then roll, and then I'm trying to picture what the room's going to look like. So is it through the window and then I'm in the room that they're in?
There's probably like a hallway, and at the end of the hallway is where the brig was. They're like strewn through the hallway.
Okay, so that's where.
Like right out of the window is the hallway.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna swan dive, roll into a sprint towards the screams of agony, and see if I can assist.
Okay, go ahead and give me a grit roll.
19.
Okay, let's do it.
14. So, Rashman emerges from the window. There's fucking glass trailing behind him as he does like a fucking barrel
It's
roll.
like slow-mo anime
Yeah,
style.
it's like doing it across he's like rolling across the desk out the window, and he just like, I think you throw the fucking picture frame, right? You just like launch the fucking picture frame like a frisbee,
and
it just
on the picture frame to the guy's
it
smiling
slices
face.
it slices the bugs like in half, like as it goes through. It hits all 3 of them.
Oh man!
You just see them like detach.
Is everyone all right?
Oh, wow. Stu, that was amazing.
Yeah, when I focus on hating Blanson, like I go into a blood rage. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. Now that I've realized that there's bugs, I think it's gone now.
Okay.
Get out!
Yeah, let's go.
We have to get to the hangar.
Polly is just sitting there like this, like, you know, just like,
Polly, we got to get to the hangar.
she's paralyzed with fear. What are you doing?
Ollie, where is the hangar?
She's making horrible like little squeaking sounds.
We gotta go! They're everywhere!
Are we all right to move? Are we all right to move?
Let's just move!
I'm gonna pick up Polly and like fireman carrier out
Yeah.
as we exit.
Wait a second,
she's
where's
doing,
Wyatt?
Where's who? Wyatt's in the office.
Okay.
I would like to casually walk out the door. Just step over a bug.
Wyatt is covered in bug goo. It's
Yeah,
like the
perfect.
same color as his hair.
I'm trying
Ow.
to light a cigarette, but it's covered in goop and it's not working.
Nor is the lighter.
Yeah.
Took a lot of bugs out, did you, Wyatt?
Huh?
Good job.
We have to move. We have to move.
Yeah, let's go.
It's just going to get worse.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
so you
we-
guys
get us back.
continue. You're gonna head on up to the mech hangar. Okay.
Yes.
Before
Yeah.
we go, can I take a piece of this goo with me, like a sample? I want to take a little sample with us.
It's all over
How do you
Wyatt.
do that?
Good question. Maybe I can. I'll ask them. Guys, does anybody have something? I need to take a piece of this. Does anybody have a cartridge? Anything, guys?
Open my hand for the fucking button that I have, which should scoop just enough goop in the bottom of the button.
The pin?
Yeah, the pin. Sorry, the pin.
Okay, I take it off.
This was your award for hacking into the database and breaking through security. We're all really proud of you.
Congratulations.
My award?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wait, why does it say limited edition on it?
That would be because. Anyways, I got pin polish if you need it, but we really need to go.
Okay. So I go up to him and just like scoop it off his jacket, maybe just like.
So you guys rush through this building that's shaking some more and whatnot, heading to the mech hangar, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh yeah.
We're now going to play that ad from Starship Troopers on the break.
You too can join the Union.
I'm doing my part.
Do your part today. Yeah. Good first half, everybody. We're gonna take a quick break though. So let's listen to some peaceful, relaxing music while we do that. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. If you guys haven't done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. Follows are free. Go give them some love. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime that you haven't used yet, consider using it on one of these people or on this channel here on twitch.tv/Tablestory. Otherwise, you can support us by heading on over to our Patreon. Heading on over to tablestory.tv/pledge. I believe is our Patreon. And
Yes,
if
it
you
is.
have not noticed, we have ourselves a Tiltify link underneath the stream for St. Jude. Go give some love for St. Jude. They do many wonderful things for children. They just recently cured the bubble boy disease. And it costs a ton of money to operate on a daily basis for them. So
It's like $1 million a minute.
no, it's like 2.8 million or something
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's crazy. It's
Dang.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Because the families don't pay anything.
Right. The
They just
families.
have the kids with cancer come in and they treat, and the family doesn't pay anything.
Absolutely. So we've raised some money for them. You'll notice we have our next goal is Katie Peters Plays will GM something.
Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah.
She
that's-
doesn't know yet.
She doesn't know.
We just volunteer people for stuff. I hope you guys are fine with just. We've already set goals with you guys, like later on. So hope you're prepared for that. But we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight.
Actual Rashman animated advert.
Hang tight
So
for
good.
more Zero.Blue.Orion. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Would you like to know more?
Welcome back, everybody. Tablestory Zero.Blue.Orion. We get the elevator music as the group heads to the dome part of the building where the mech hangar is. You've got Polly in tow, who looks deeply traumatized by the bug situation that just happened. As you guys head to the mech hangar, there's a bunch of like gunfire and stuff going off, people shooting various bugs as you get out of the elevator, and the building's still occasionally shook and whatnot. As you reach the mech hangar, so I'll bring you on over to that. You can see your newly printed mechs, sort of hung in the mech hangar there. And I think you can immediately recognize them as they all have the colors and whatnot that you asked for. Yeah, if you guys are curious, the way that stuff gets done here, it's like mostly 3D printers, which if you really think about it, it actually makes sense. Like that's kind of where we'd go in the future for 3D printing, because you can just make stuff with a printer. Like just make the printer bigger and you can make bigger stuff. So it actually does make like a lot of sense.
Can it love me?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What was that, Brad?
Can it make people love me?
Don't say that.
So we get to the mech.
Science fiction can only go so far.
I'd be in Bruce Almighty when he's like, love me. It just doesn't work.
So you get to the mech hangar, and you guys see all your mechs sort of ready to deploy. Basically, they're set up and ready to go. Luca, you've got Polly just kind of like thrown over your shoulder, right? What do you guys do?
I do put her down now that we're there. And has she calmed down at all, or is she still freaking out?
She seems to have calmed down a little bit. She's still doing a sort of like, she's a little wiggly. And
I'm going to put you down, Polly. Is this okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, there were a lot of bugs. There's bugs.
I'm sorry.
I don't like
I
bugs.
picked you up without asking.
I don't like
but
bugs. They were really big. They were really big bugs. They were.
It's okay. I am bigger.
Oh,
Don't
they
worry.
bit you.
Fine.
They bit you, didn't they?
Yeah, do you-
they did.
Do you have a med kit or anything for us?
A med kit?
Yeah.
Oh, there might be one. Hold on. Let me see.
Let me just roll my die.
She's gonna find a med kit. And you guys are healed up to full.
Thank God.
With some
Nice.
quick. There's like quick injections. I think it's just like a, some sort of strange
Some
fluid
sort of
gets injected into you.
Some epoxy.
Yeah.
Medical epoxy.
She says, "Why are we in the mech hangar? What's going on?
They want us to deploy.
Deploy?
Yeah.
Ah,
We have to go take care of the nest. Polly,
The
we need your help.
nest? There's a nest?
Well, you don't have
Yeah,
to
that
go.
would make a lot of sense. There's probably a nest.
Yeah, but we need your help.
My help?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight any bugs.
No, you're not going to find any bugs, but we need you here.
Here?
Yeah, look at the maps.
Oh,
Tell us where the bugs
right.
might be.
Yeah, I could run things from the control room.
That's right.
ah.
And
I
if
mean,
we got like a
Polly-
really big garden hose, we can just hose down the nest like ants. I'll tell you what you do with space ants.
Well, if it is some kind of nest or infestation on the facility, it's possible that the nest was disturbed. So, chances are, if you're able to, you'd have to go into the nest.
He sees me.
You'd have to go into the nest. There has to be some sort of, if it's some sort of like hive, then there's something that's controlling the bugs.
I look at Wyatt and I smile. I think that means we have to go in the mechs and go into the nest.
Yeah, there's
only
only one thing for it. Just put me in. Put me in, Polly. I'm ready.
I mean, how many of them? How many could there be? I mean, we could just
Doesn't
keep
matter.
stopping
More the
them.
merrier.
I don't know. I don't really want to think about it, but probably a lot.
Okay, Polly, You need to look at heat signatures or whatever you can to try to find where the main disturbance or where they're all coming from. We'll get in the mechs and then we'll head there and we'll take out the nest.
Make sure you give us plenty of ammo.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you're all right. It's okay. Be fine.
Polly's gonna go over to the computer.
I put my hand out in just expectantly, sort of straight in front of me. And I look at everybody else.
He puts his hand up.
Elisa looks up, both of them like, what? What? What?
Come on! We're a team now!
Come on.
Quiet, please!
This is Red Panda. I'm getting ready to be a part of a unit.
It's like I don't look at everybody else.
This is Geist, ready for launch.
Rashman, ready for action.
Yes! Lisa!
I'm just looking at Boomslang, like,
Wasting time here.
I just give her a nod.
after you.
And then I lean in and say, "Okay, normies." And I turn around and go to my mech.
Rip.
I think Elisa just goes to her mech too.
Hand just kind of goes flaccid and I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in there.
And I
Yeah.
make
All
my-
right, let's go.
Yeah, I excitedly head to my mech.
Okay, so you guys head to your mechs.
I had to
The
pick my weapons. Sorry, I got excited as well for a moment. I went a bit too
So,
PB.
Inside the mech hangar, you guys would actually have your proper flight suits and your weapons and stuff. So you'd get into your flight suits and get your hard suits and your weapons and whatnot.
Like the first time getting into a car for real, you have to adjust all
Yeah.
the seats and everything.
Lumbar support's got to be just right.
Right, I don't see the...
Gun. This one is small gun. Okay, I got it.
Someone does not know where their sound effects are.
Oh, I do. I purposefully play this one when he's speaking in his mech. As soon as Stu is in there, I just imagine he's pressing buttons and there's lights flashing instantly.
He's just like turning all the levers. Like it's like Homer when he's trying to look busy at the nuclear power plant terminal. He's just pulling levers and pushing buttons.
Exactly what I imagine every time.
Okay, so in you guys go. Everything starts powering up.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I coming through?
Yeah, you're coming through perfectly.
Loud and clear.
Hear you? Yep, crystal clear.
Alrighty. So, okay, I've started to pull up the information, and it's not looking good. There's a lot of heat signatures throughout the base that don't look humanoid.
Just tell us where to go.
Okay, from what I can tell, there appears to be a nest right under the base.
Okay, what way do we go? Straight
How do we get there?
Well,
Tell us where to go, Polly.
you're gonna have to use the chasm. There's a large chasm that's right outside the research facility. You'll have to find a way down towards towards the hive. There has to be some sort of opening or something that all of you can get through.
What's down there, Bully? What are they Are they attacking? What's down there? Are there a room down there?
Well, from what I understand, there was some sort of exploratory team that was sent out to investigate some kind of disturbance earlier. They haven't reported back.
Well, I think we know what happened. Brown bread.
Right.
We're on it.
Out of
Right?
out of character. If you guys are on the Patreon, there was a 1-page adventure that was released with the start of the show called Bug Hunt.
Oh, is this it?
No, this is the parallel. This is what they did.
Oh, that's awesome. So wait, they could be the NPCs we're going to go rescue?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Go play it, fam. Go play it.
Patreon screwed up. Good job, Patreons. Now we have to clean up your mess.
So
why are you like this?
The
I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
the hangar doors just kind of like open up. And you guys are immediately sort of like hit by this gust of desert air. The dust starts to fly into the hangar. And your mechs power up. What do you do?
Red Panda and Boomslang, you should take the lead.
It's already on there. Getting into position.
I'll take the rear with 8900.
Your sound effects are so loud, Brad.
I've left. The whole hangar.
Okay. You guys heading out of the hangar? Okay. So, outside of the hangar, basically there's like a there's a large sort of like service elevator that moves down the plateau. So it's large enough to sort of like carry large vehicles, like starships, etc. Sort of almost like a vertical taxi, right? Like to bring stuff up to the hangar and whatnot, or if it can't be actually landed in the hangar itself. And you guys sort of probably get on the taxi, this service elevator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Elevator starts to head down the side of the plateau. You guys can see only really Elisa and Wyatt have gotten a sort of up close and personal view of this place. Just from you guys, your instrumentation stuff inside your mechs, you can already tell that it's hot as fuck outside. Like it's 45 Celsius or something. And the environment is breathable, but it's not exactly pleasant. There's a lot of dust. You've got like ozone warnings and all kinds of shit going across your instrumentation. Inside of your mechs, it's a comfortable temperature. There's general like life support systems that keep it reasonable in here. And you descend in the elevator. You guys can see like debris and stuff through the building. You can see some of the like small fires and stuff that were set from this like quake and stuff that happened. You can see there's some like cracks in the plateau. In the plateau itself, in parts of the building, and there's like there's bugs and stuff crawling about this building in general. Like swarms of these.
Do they seem to like? Are they going somewhere, or can we get by them and head straight down? Or are they gonna interact with us?
Tell you what, you can give me a check here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look on your frame. You should probably reset your structure damage and your reactor stress.
Oh yeah. Probably be a good idea.
Give me a.
I do have some talents, which like spotter and stuff like that. I don't know if we.
I don't think there's anything that helps you directly.
Okay.
But we'll say just give me a systems check.
Okay.
Give me a systems check.
Ooh, oh, there we go. 6.
You're not sure. You can't really make it out in general.
Okay. How long is the? Oh, sorry.
No.
How long is the
elevator
ride down? Yeah, like how far down are we?
2-3 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, you guys are descending in the elevator. You land on the ground. Dust like spills up. The elevator is just covered in dust. Like whatever goes up and down on this thing is just constantly just covered in dust.
We're in customized Everests, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay. So we've landed now.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of the chasm, and there's bugs.
Well,
in the
no,
front.
you're at the bottom of the plateau. You haven't gone into the chasm yet. You're just kind of like
Do we
hit.
see that entrance? Do we see that hole?
Oh, okay. I was thinking we.
Well, you can see the chasm. The chasm's quite large. I mean, it's probably at least 100 feet wide or so.
Okay. Do we see where the bugs are coming from, though? They must be crawling up from somewhere.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
They're not crawling up from the chasm.
Okay.
Polly, do you read?
I read you.
Is there a certain entrance that we should be targeting here? I don't see anything down here.
I'm trying to scan for something. I don't know. I can't see any sort of opening in the chasm. You might have to get a closer look.
Say no more.
As he says in a broken com. I say no more.
And he Luca powers up his jump jets and he jumps into the darkness.
Same.
Wyatt
Okay,
and
are we doing this? Let's do it.
Wait, we don't all have jump jets, do we?
I do. I think. Hold on. Let me see. No, that's not it.
Flanagan will find out real quick. Does Flanagan actually have jump jets on his Everest? Let's see. Yes, he does. He does have burst jump jets. Okay. Does everybody have them? Out of
I
curiosity.
do as well, yes.
I do too.
Okay.
Great. Perfect. Then in that case, we'll just.
We all have them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. Let's go.
Amazing.
Go.
Okay.
We'll just jump down and then
we
use
jump
them at the
down
last
like an
second.
absolute unit.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Into the darkness you go. Down into the ravine, the chasm here.
Illuminating around us with just our jump jets.
I'll tell you what. Everybody give me a systems check. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Stop that. Give me a hull check, a hull save. A 1 from Effie, a 4 from Wyatt, a 22 from Luca, a 10 from Elisa, and a 17 from Stu. Actually, I should be using your actual code names when you're in your mechs. Okay, so Luca, I'm sorry, Red Panda, Rashman, and let's see, Boomslang. Did we get one from you? Yeah, the three of you jump over first. And as you jump down, Red Panda, you find like a ledge to land on before your jump jets sort of peter out, because they're not meant to be like prolonged. Like they're just meant to be short, sort of like hops. The jump jets aren't like a flight system. They're just
Well,
meant to.
We're just
meant to be a boost.
jumping and then using them like a parachute, right? We're using them once we get close to the ground.
Well, yeah,
Well, we
but still,
can't see
that requires a lot of juice.
Yeah, that's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stop terminal velocity.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you guys head out. Red Panda, you find a ledge. Rashman, you find a ledge. Boomslang. You misjudge. You don't see a ledge, and Boomslang goes down the fucking ravine. Let's see. I'm gonna make a roll here.
This is fine.
You know the term "look before you leap."
My internet is doing really weird things, by the way, if I drop in and out. And if I completely drop out, just have me hit the ground, explode, die. It's what Boomslang would want.
So Boomslang, you're gonna sort of like bounce off of some rocks as you try to like make your way down the ravine. You don't find a ledge. You're gonna take 5 damage as you make your way towards the bottom of this to this chasm.
This was the worst idea ever.
Geist, you are gonna kind of do the same thing here. You use your jump jets. You see everybody go in. You assume there's somewhere safe for you to land. Ooh, and you're gonna take 9 damage as you tumble down this fucking ravine.
But my jets aren't working!
Wait, you shouldn't just jump. Oh, you should have looked before you left. Oh, no.
So the light come out, Polly. We'll be all right.
Doing better.
8900, you barely find a ledge large enough for yourself to land. As you just kind of, I mean, like you just barely grab onto something, slow yourself, and land onto a ledge in the middle of this chasm. And it's terrifying because you just see all this like blackness, and you see Geist and you see Boomslang, the three of you just like tumble down into the chasm. What do you do?
Geist, come in, Geist.
Hello?
Do our comms work?
Your comms work.
Okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Boomslang?
I'm here.
I'm taking some damage to my hull, but I'll be okay.
Boomslang, I saw you. You slid right by me. Are you all right down there?
Yeah, I'm alright. Hold on.
I am approaching now.
Checking all my systems.
Is there a way to actually heal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys can repair. If you have some time, you can repair.
I will
I'm
repair.
totally doing
So,
that. Yeah.
what you're going to do is you're going to spend a...
I'm not being eaten by like the queen of the hive or something right now. And
Absolutely.
just immediately formed or anything else.
So you guys actually have a repairs section on your frame page.
We do.
So it should be like out of 5 or 6, depending on what your abilities are. You spend 1 repairs, and that can get you back up to full HP.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
Done. And that in combat, that would be an action to do? I don't know what action that is.
It's,
Sorry,
it's
I'm, like,
the
looking at
stabilize action, I believe.
It's stabilize. Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
So it's just a full action. Fine. Cool.
I'm just rebooting my systems now, but I'm okay.
Said I was on a ledge, so am I making my way? Have I made my way down with everybody, or I have to like kind of work my way down now?
I'm gonna get some more rolls if you guys are gonna try and hop your way down through some of these ledges.
I'll be doing that then.
Okay. Yeah. So, if you guys are gonna kind of try and actually look for some ledges to land on the way down, since you guys have actually landed on a ledge and you have somewhat of a vantage point to see, Rashman 8900 and Red Panda, you can roll a hull save with 1 accuracy. So at the very top of your sheet, you should be able to see that you've got an accuracy there. Turn that on. Ooh, okay. So we got an 8 from Red Panda, a 21 from Rashman, and a 7 from 8900. 8900, you can hit the +1 accuracy thing.
Where do I find that? Sorry.
Bottom left of roll 20, you have a button. There you go. A 9. Just barely missed it. Okay, so Red Panda, you and 8900 don't have a great journey down.
Much slipperier than I thought it would be.
Red Panda, you're going to take 1 damage on the way down, and so are you, 8900. Rashman, you do manage to find a safe way down the chasm as you make your way to the floor. You can see Boomslang and Geist are running some kind of repairs on their mechs, and I would say that I don't think you actually have to leave your cockpit to do the repairs. Maybe you have some kind of like little, some sort of like, not necessarily a droid or something that'll come out and do the repairs, but probably some like nanites or something in your mech that'll do some basic repairs. But yeah, you guys make it to the ground floor of this chasm here.
Maybe it's something you pilot remotely, therefore we have to focus on it.
Do we have lights and things? Can we see down here?
Yeah, you have basic lights. I would say that they probably are like... They'll probably give you maybe like 100 feet or so of vision.
Okay,
Something
what do
like
we
that.
see down here?
Down here, you can see like similar to a wasp nest. You can see like that sort of like pockmarked sort of texture along several of the chasm walls. And everybody can give me a systems check. Let's see if you can find the entrance here.
Guys,
Yes?
look.
Oh,
I want to just gesture with my big mech arm at the big disgusting nest that we've fallen into.
Poorly read.
21 from 8900, and 8 from Geist,
Yeah.
20 from Boomslang, 5 from Rashman, and a 2 from Red Panda. 8900, you and Boomslang, while you're sort of looking around, after your repairs are done, Boomslang, you can see that there is a sort of cave entrance that's a bit further down the chasm. Kind of looks like this. Near the base of the chasm.
Here we go. In there. Just follow me, alright? They're only bugs.
Following you.
There's an entrance up ahead, guys. I can see it.
Alright, let's go.
All right, now I see it.
Ollie, are you getting this?
Yeah, I can see it. It's coming through from your mechs.
Maybe
Be
turn
careful,
the visual
okay?
off. Yeah, maybe turn the visual off and just look at the heat signatures or something.
Only when was the last time this has been inspected down here?
The last time what?
You've inspected the chasm down here.
I never inspected the chasm down there.
Well, all right. Well, is a facility down this? Because this is definitely, there is definitely an infestation problem.
Well, we sent an exploratory team down recently, earlier today. Like I said, they haven't come back.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
I will.
Maybe it's possible to rescue them. If
A real-life rescue mission? Our second one today?
Good luck.
Second one today is unreal.
Good luck and be careful.
We will.
careful is my middle name.
Is it really?
No, it's not actually.
Oh. What is your middle name?
Let's just get on going then.
I would very much like chat to figure out what Flanagan's middle name is, please. Percival.
Oh, man.
Martha.
Percival is my favorite.
The name?
Okay. So, are you guys heading into the cavern?
Yes.
Absolutely. Full
Okay.
speed.
Do it.
Wyatt's charging in.
Oh,
Wyatt, don't charge in.
Without me?
Yeah, we need to move
charging with
together
him.
as a unit.
Wait.
Well, it's still probably best that, I go first.
Yeah, absolutely. You and Red Panda go first. Rashman, you follow up. And then 8900 and I will take up the rear.
Okay, sounds good.
You see any bugs, squash them.
Yes, please.
Anything I will squat, I will crush it.
In you go into the cavern.
You are dead.
That's it.
Aaron, really? Really?
Karen.
Oh my god, yes, queen.
To Karen Flanagan.
Oh my god, yes. Stu Flanagan is a descendant of PB.
So,
hate you.
It all
inside the
makes sense
cavern,
now.
it's extremely dark. There's a lot of dust that's kind of blowing in, occasionally obscuring your cameras and your instrumentation, and your sensors and stuff. Once you head in, that sort of like horrible skittering noises echo in the distance. And it's pretty big. This thing's a fairly large cavern. There's a lot of debris and stuff that's about, like lots of rocks and sand and stuff are all about, and the whole thing to all of you feels like really, really creepy. Like this is not something that you want to experience in general. I
object.
You object?
I'm in the mech, real mech.
You are in the real mech.
Anything.
Okay.
This is the only thing. Yeah.
All right. Fair. So once you're inside, a lot of the wind kind of like dies down and whatnot. There is a sort of like smell that's kind of would be coming through, but you're in your mechs, you don't necessarily smell anything. There is probably something on your instrumentation showing like elevated, probably like nitrogen levels in here. And there's a I think what's strange is there's not
nitrogen?
Really. What's that?
Sorry, nitrogen?
Nitrogen.
Okay.
And there's the humidity is going up. There's definitely some pockets of water and things. Like you guys would see some drips and stuff. And considering that this is a pretty arid planet, it would make sense that any water deposits are probably like subterranean. And the cavern's large. I mean, you guys have a good amount of room here. Your mechs are about 10 feet to 12 feet tall, I think. And you have plenty of room to like you do activities.
Okay, everybody, we need to be very careful. There's lots of elevated nitrogen here. We don't want to cause an explosion while we're still here.
What does that mean?
It means be very careful, because if we cause an explosion, it's probably going to affect all of us down here.
Probably the facility as well.
So does like anybody have like, I don't know, like maybe some explosives we put down here and just light the whole place up and we just run out?
Yeah, maybe we should just try and blow it up.
No, if we blow it up, we will blow up the facility above.
And we need to have a look at that place. I agree. If we blow it up, we could send the whole facility crumbling down. We don't want to do that.
Otherwise, I would say yes, let's blow it up. After all, we are standing below the facility.
What makes nitrogen explode?
Ooh.
I don't know if Effie knows that. Can I roll for that?
Sure. It's just a regular flat D20.
10?
A 10? Yeah, you would know.
Okay. It's like it's something like water turning to something else, right? It's something super easy that we could do. This is what people use for fertilizer explosions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
Right, so I'm gonna keep moving forward. Is everybody all right with that?
Yeah.
All right, just do it slowly. Carefully.
Right.
Just be careful.
But
Keep your eyes
I
on
promise
the
if I see anything, because I like to fight.
Okay. So as you move further into the cavern, it does start to sort of expand. Your lights kind of shine on various, pockmarked sort of like areas where you can tell that there was some sort of larva that grew there. There's definitely like a sort of like there's some pulsating like egg sacs and stuff stuck to the wall. Just sort of like doing that sort of like heartbeat like contraction movement.
Have any of you seen anything like this before?
I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I saw it on the underside of a fridge once.
Wow. And what do we do with it?
Luca looks at his mini fridge in horror.
Cockroaches. Cockroaches everywhere.
Well, this is basically the same.
Right.
How did you handle the roaches, Boomslang?
Yeah, well, it wasn't an explosion, but, you know, I just put down this thing what made this spraying stuff come out, and then they all died. It was just like pesticide or something like that. Also, the thing is, these guys are pretty big, and there's a lot of them, so I reckon we find a queen. Saw this anime once. It was set on some distant planet in the middle of nowhere, and there were these bugs everywhere, and right at the center of the planet was a giant queen. And they stabbed the queen in the mouth, and she died. Killed them all, took them all out with her.
And they all died as well.
There's a queen in it. We just got to find the queen, wipe her out, take all the rest of them with her.
It's a great idea, Boomslang.
I hope it works.
Yeah, that wasn't an anime, though. Just to be clear.
You did say it was an anime. You said you saw this in an anime.
What does anime stand for, like, in real life or something?
What is it? What is it?
Just drawings. Just drawings. Just literally people made it up from their brain and did not base it on history or documentation. But, you know, if there is a queen and we kill her,
I will find her.
Let's look for a queen first, and if we can't find one, we'll buy some pesticide and come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Further into the cave you go. You can see like these pulsating like egg sacs and stuff as you move through the cavern. This the drips and the sort of chittering noises continue as you move through. And yeah, it's creeping you out a little bit. There's stalagmites and stalactites that are kind of dripping about. You can see waste and stuff that's piled up in various places around this, around the cave. Definite sort of signs of these creatures all around you. Nothing has taken a super aggressive position against you as of yet as you move through here.
Are we picking anything up on the sensors other than the levels of nitrogen and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me another systems check if you want to do that.
12?
12. Yeah, there's heat signatures all around you, everywhere.
Okay, we gotta move very, very quietly and slowly.
All right. Is there
These
anybody?
sacks are full of something.
Does anybody know what to look for down here? We're missing more people.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, that's
There's
right.
another team down here.
Polly? Can you get a read on anything?
I can't really make you out. Hello? Hello?
Polly?
Hello?
Polly?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
She's gone.
Uh-oh.
Ollie.
It's okay. We're
You're
a team.
blind. What about if we don't scan for heat signatures and we scan for, like, electrical signatures, see if there's some mix?
8900, do you think you could alter your systems to do that? I can do that. I can give it a go. I should have analyzed that fucking sample. Don't worry about that now.
Can I send messages to the others and not 8900, or does the machine not let me do that?
You can absolutely selectively use your comms. Definitely.
Oh, dude. We're turning off the comms that goes through to the others.
Right, listen, 8900 can't hear me right now, so careful if you reply. If she can't pull this off, but we do know that she can hack into our stuff, then we know she's a spy, by the way.
I don't think that's very helpful right now.
That's how we know.
It's
She's a
like,
crazy spy.
that's not very helpful right now.
For what? Right, well, we need to know if we can trust her.
We
Right,
can't. We're
they
down
threw her
here
in the brig
together.
for a reason.
Not sure why we worry about that at a time like this.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, watch your back, yeah? Trust me, she's crazy.
Guys,
Watch,
need that?
you watch my back.
Yeah, we're here. Just waiting on you, 8900. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we're here, 8900, what does it say?
What do I need to roll for, Whack?
Please, for the love of Pete.
Let's bring you guys over here. Is this showing up?
Ooh.
It's showing up. Did that show up?
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
I can't see it yet.
Scroll over to the right near the middle.
Oh.
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 What the hell is that?
What? Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
You can hold and left click and it forces everyone to go to the
I
same
did that.
spot.
It didn't work for some reason. I think there's something screwy going on. I might have to like reload my browser.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so you guys make your way in here and you can see like all these like pockmarked sort of hive things all about. There's little bugs crawling all around them and chittering their way about.
Perfect.
You should be able to control your mechs on the battle map there, wherever you want to go.
Okay.
Right. Stay close to me.
Lord.
Oh, I'm supposed to be the second to last, right?
Yeah, you're right in the middle.
Okay.
Just like jelly in a donut. The best part.
I can live with that. Being the jelly, what kind of jelly am I? Like strawberry jelly? The superior jelly?
Yeah, if that's the superior jelly, that would be you.
Absolutely.
Anything that sometimes strawberries smell a bit like sick.
What?
They smell a bit like throw up, wouldn't you say?
What sort of strawberries have you been eating?
Strawberry flavoring. The
I think
flavoring.
you need to get your mini fridge checked.
Yeah.
As you make your way into the cave,
You also have a mini fridge?
My Mac has a mini fridge.
stuff starts spilling out about you, and you can hear this chittering continuing as erupting forth from the various hives around you.
Oh, shh.
Bugs start crawling out, and they don't look happy. It's time for some turns. We need to get you guys added to the turn order
Have expressive bugs.
because there's a lot of these things.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Oh.
Lots of bugs. Oh, wow.
Blood ooze.
Oh.
You guys are behind us.
Alright, let's see what these machines
It's okay.
can really do.
All right.
They're behind us.
Put our backs together. It's okay. Put our backs together. We got this. We're gonna ace this.
We're going to need a bunch of turns. Let's get you guys added here. Who would like to go first?
Me. 100% me.
Me. 100%
Nope.
me.
I'm fighting you on it.
All right.
Fine, is it?
Are you who's taking the decision here?
Me. I am. I'm going
I
first.
am.
Okay.
No, Brad, shut up.
So,
All right.
in that case, so what you're saying is there's a tie, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake, Bradley.
Okay, that means I get to go first. Thank you.
Ooh.
We're gonna die.
And that's how we learn mechanics.
When you guys can't make a decision, that means I get to go.
Perfect.
Thanks, Brad.
It's time for some bug action.
Sensitive.
Alrighty. Let's get some better battle music going on here.
Phoebe's going to complain to the manager later on.
I'm literally writing you a DM right now since you're the manager.
Okay, let's see. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to roll real quick. We're going to see which one of these is going to go first. Okay, the one right next to Boomslang is going to go first. This swarm of these sort of centipede-like, arm-length-like centipedes just burst forth from this hive, chittering all about, and they start to move towards you, Boomslang, and the rest of the group as well, because they are a swarm. They get their own special bullshit. Okay, these are considered, for the Lancer people watching, Outworlder Swarms, Tier 1. Let's see. Yeah, they are size 4.
I'm concerned about the fact that Wack has spent a week speaking to the creator.
I haven't. It was just a quick...
I got this brand new thing with swarm moves and things.
Right.
quick speech.
Can we react?
You absolutely can react. Yes.
Great. I'm gonna react. By
this
Overwatch.
It's an Overwatch. Or you can take the brace reaction.
Too.
Yep.
Oh shit! But brace means I can't move the next turn, correct?
Correct. You sacrifice a turn. Yeah.
What does Overwatch sacrifice?
You just
Nothing.
brace means you just sacrifice mobility.
Well, Overwatch gets rid of your reaction basically until the end of your turn.
Oh.
So like it basically if you have like a weapon with threat and they're in the threat range, once you do that once, that's done for that round basically.
Yeah, you can still do some quick actions.
It's
though,
like
when you
reactions.
brace, right?
They're like reactions in D&D, Brad. Yeah, they're separate. They're separate from your full action, your quick action.
I
and all
also will Overwatch.
Okay, awesome.
Brace.
Watch.
I will. Oh, just to clarify, how many we get one quick action when we brace? I'm pretty sure you lose the full action, but I think you can still do one quick action.
That's under the mech combat stuff.
Yeah, I don't see it because it doesn't have the full description.
Okay.
Sorry.
Take out my cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Brace. On a brace, you brace after you take damage. You can brace after rolling the incoming damage. You gain resistance, which is half damage to all damage, heat, and burn from an attack. You inflict 1 difficulty to the enemy attacks that were made. Okay. You cannot take reactions, move, or take any actions other than 1 quick action on your next turn.
Okay. All right.
So you get 1 quick action if you want to do that.
Okay.
So, who is using their reaction?
Yes.
I'll be using mine.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with Boomslang since he's the one that's I guess that was closest to these.
Yeah, I'm just firing a shotgun at them.
Okay.
Instantly.
It's a hell of a shotgun. An attack of a 19. Let's see here. Let me just see what their bullshit is.
Maybe one of them was a shotgun.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
There you go. One of them was that. Checking their bullshit. Okay. Yeah. So you blast like a whole bunch of them. There's a ton of these things, though. It's a big swarm of these guys. What's your damage on that? 4 kinetic. Okay.
4 kinetic.
Yeah, you see 2 of these bugs just like splurt.
Time to die.
Okay. Who's next?
You 8-legged freaks.
Geist.
Yeah.
Give me your reaction.
I'm doing brace, and I have special bullshit for this that allows me to, when you brace, your mech can immediately move its speed as a reaction and also gains invisibility until the end of its next turn.
Ooh, okay. What are you doing?
I just want to move. I don't want to go too far away from them, but I want to move out of hit range.
Okay. Yeah, I just so you guys are aware, I made that like the aura effect just so you can see what the like their threat range is, like their engagement.
So I want to move out of their engagement range.
Okay.
And become invisible.
Okie doke. How do you become invisible? I'm curious of the actual. What is it that makes you invisible?
I think it like sort of there's maybe an electric pulse tremor up the suit, and then I just kind of blend in with the background. It's camouflage.
Okay. She becomes sort of camouflaged, similar color to the sand and stuff that gets blown up from her, triggering this. Okay, this guy was the one that went first. Who's next? Reactions.
I'm gonna
Red
brace.
Panda. You are also bracing? Okay. Red Panda's braced. I'm just gonna put a mark on you guys for braced. Let's do the heart with the chain. That makes sense.
Brace my heart. My AC bracy heart.
Boo.
Kill him.
Boo.
Kill him with for some reason, every creature in here turns towards Red Panda.
That's fine. That's what Red Panda's supposed to do.
Okay, other reactions? Stu, Rashman, were you taking a reaction?
I was going to do Overwatch.
Okay, which weapon are you attacking with?
I'm going to be using the assault rifle.
Okay, give me an attack.
Oh.
So you don't have threat on that weapon? You need to have threat on the weapon to actually do an attack. Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, it's like if anything moves within that range, then you get an attack with it.
Okay, so yeah, I don't get to do anything then. Yeah, I'm not going to take a reaction.
You can take the brace, but then you can only do one quick action on your next turn.
Yeah, I'm going to brave it. I'm just going to...
Okay.
Not going to brace at all.
Fair. Alrighty. So... so the bugs are going to... they will... start to swarm the area. Everybody that's in this swarm area, so that is Red Panda, Rashman, and Boomslang, you would normally take 3 kinetic damage.
But
if you're braced, you take half that. PB, do you remember, was it round up or
rounding down?
Rounding down. Okay, so this is going to be you take 1 damage from that, essentially.
Smarty. That's me. I'm smart.
Okay. But Rashman, you and Boomslang are gonna these bugs are crawling all over the place. They're sort of like triggering. They're triggering like several alerts like on your mech right now.
Oh God! Oh jeez! Oh, they're everywhere.
Stay cool like jelly, Rashman.
Crawling all in the nooks and crannies. And
Stay cool like an ointment.
they also get to do some more bullshit. Let's see. So, they start to crawl over you. This is an actual ability. Everybody that's inside that area is now considered impaired. Now, I need to check the brace condition. I don't know if that stops that or not.
I think it does. I just read that like 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just double check.
Brace. Did you find it?
Yep, I'm looking right now. Sorry.
Because I didn't see it.
Reducing damage, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's just damage.
Hold on one sec. If you choose to brace, you gain resistance to all damage, heat, and burn. All attacks against you are made at +1 difficulty. Yep, that's it. That's all I see.
Yeah, so the 3 of you are impaired, which means you get a +1 difficulty to your rolls. Because these things are just crawling all over. They're like in your fucking mech, inside like the little nooks and crannies. They're getting squished between the various components of the mech and stuff, slowing you down and just making you making shots difficult, etc. They also get a drag down ability. So let's see who's going to be the victim.
Ibs.
Looks like Boomslang. Boomslang.
Oh.
Please make a hull save for me.
Hull save.
A hull save is just a normal hull roll, y'all.
Yep. 13. Okay. You can tell these things are trying to like grab you by the legs and get you to fall over, but you somehow stabilize yourself and you're able to hold strong. But if you didn't, you would have been knocked prone. That's it.
Trying to push me over.
That's it for the first one's turn. Who's going next?
I'm going first.
I don't think I've had a turn yet.
Nobody has.
Nobody.
The reactions.
Y'all just did reactions.
Do you have a reaction?
No, I didn't do a reaction.
Okay. Well, it's up to you if you want to use one, because you basically get it used for the round. So if you want to use a reaction, you can take the brace reaction, or if you have a weapon that says threat and a number, if something moves within that many number of hexes away from you, then you can choose to take your reaction, spend it for the round, and take a shot with that weapon. That's called Overwatch. Otherwise, you can try and brace, which will sort of sacrifice your coming turn, but you get one quick action on that turn. But you'll take half damage and make it harder to hit you.
In terms of my system stuff, I can't use any of that yet.
Not yet.
Not as a reaction, no.
That starts now. We're starting the turn order now.
Yeah, and Geist is trying to go first.
Yep.
And if I brace, sorry for all the questions, and if I brace now, my following turn, I can only take one quick action? Or
correct.
That's right. Now?
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of my system stuff on my system sheet, they count as one full action?
It should say. It'll specify.
Yeah, it'll say if it's like a
quick. Yeah,
your
quick.
systems are quick actions usually, unless it specifies.
Okay, yeah. Mine don't specify, so okay.
It says that on the tech attack list, okay, if you look at those are all quick attacks, or quick techs, which means that's a quick action. If you take the full tech attack, then you get to make 2 tech attacks.
Okay.
But none of those are reactions.
Okay, then I'll brace.
You are going to brace, okay?
I am going to brace.
Okay. So let's put the heart with the chains on you. Okie doke. Okay, so Geist is trying to say that she's going first.
Yep. I'm going to use my only quick action, and I am going to do a Shroud Mine. It's either a Shroud Mine or a Smoke Charge. I think they both do the same thing, but I'm going to throw it down for Red Panda, Rashman, and Boomslang, which grants soft cover to all characters and objects inside.
That also means NPCs.
What?
It's smoke.
All right.
Seems like a terrible
fair.
idea.
That is a terrible idea.
That's why I gave you a heads up.
However, I could technically throw it down here in the middle where 8900 is, right? And kind of protect us from these other 2 sets of bugs.
Potentially?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay. How big of an area does it cover?
Range 5, blast 2.
Blast 2. Okay, so
there's also one that says mine and burst 3. I don't really know what the differences are, so I would.
So blast is going to be like a grenade. You throw it and it explodes and it covers that range.
Okay.
Or it covers that number for blast. Burst is from you. Or from the thing that it is.
Yeah, because it's a mine, so I would have to set it down. So I will go ahead and use this smoke grenade.
Okay. Where would you like to place it?
And it covers 2.
Covers 2.
So if I put it, say, how do I ping this fucking thing? So if I put it like right here, it's going to cover 8900 and me, and hopefully, yeah.
It's going to cover those 2, 5, 7. It's going to cover those 7 hexes, basically.
Great. Okay. That'll block us really from these bugs. Okay.
Does this change anybody who's in this smoke? Does it change their ability to target?
Absolutely. Should say that.
It doesn't, actually.
It doesn't?
It just says it grants soft cover.
Okay. Then no. You're good.
Anyone go next?
Now it's the NPC's
enemy,
turns.
right?
Yeah. Enemy goes next.
Okay. And then it's us again. Yeah, right.
Okay. Next up, these bugs are going to... Actually, we'll roll. Ooh, the one in the back goes. Okay. It's going to end its turn here. It doesn't really get to do anything, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for them. Happy news for you. Who's going next?
Dibs. Luca is gonna use a quick action, obviously because he used brace, so he only can. I'm going to. Now, hear me out, Whack. Is there a way I can use grapple, but I can't grapple a swarm? So is there a way I can, like, I don't know, taunt them all and swarm me? Like, I don't know. It's like a reverse grapple, but I don't know how. I wouldn't know where they are.
So since they are a swarm, unfortunately, they are immune to several different things.
All right, so that changes my action. All right, so I guess
Looks like we have company, don't worry.
and I'm gonna take, I guess from like I guess from one of his shoulders, he's got like a giant pauldron, and he unfastens the pauldron and he throws it kind of like a, it's about the size of like a manhole cover, and he tosses that towards the between the both swarms here, down the hall a bit, I guess right about here, and I'm like that's going to deploy the Jericho cover.
Awesome.
I want to see if I can block off the rest of that swarm from intruding.
Very cool. Okay. Let's see here. I think I'm just going to draw a line. How big is it? What does
it says size 1 hardcover.
Okay. So we'll say right here. It's so hard to see. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll make it red just so it's a little bit easier. If I can fucking click on this thing ever again. Okay. We'll make it red there. Okay.
Really not that great, but it's the only thing I can do right now.
Okie doke. That's it for Red Panda. The swarms continue their movement.
I think I found the weakness of Red Panda is swarms. I can't target anything. It's
okay.
Really cool.
It's time to start squishing away. Alrighty. So the swarm to the right of you, 8900, is going to start to move forward. However, you are granted soft cover. I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to roll with a difficulty.
So that would be 2 difficulties, right? Because she's braced, so they get another difficulty? Or is that only if they try to attack?
It doesn't matter. It's already a fail, but...
well, I'm just mechanically, I'm wondering how that works.
This is with your smoke. It's just the one difficulty.
Yeah.
Were you trying to justify something else?
No, I was just wondering how that works because we're both braced. I think it's only if they attack you.
Yeah, well, they have special swarm bullshit.
Yeah, no, I know, but I think when you brace, they get a -1 difficulty, but I think it's only if they try to attack you.
Yeah, so what we're gonna say normally, because what they have a special ability called Swarm Area. And if you start your turn or they get in your space right away, you take 3 damage. So I'll roll for it since you have the smoke. I feel like that makes sense. So that's a fail for 8900, and let's go for one for Geist. This is a fail already. So that's a 7 and a 1. Both are fails. So yeah, through the smoke, maybe they just kind of part around the smoke. The smoke is just kind of forcing them to move about a little bit. It's just kind of separating them. It's like Moses in the Red Sea, except it's all bugs. Just moving all about you guys. Who's going next?
Please. All of my things rely on me going early.
Okay, Wyatt. It's your turn.
I would like to just fucking go crazy and attack everything in sight. If you don't mind, I would like to barrage.
Okay.
And also do a quick action as an extra thing because Everest.
Nobody is looking at their traits yet again.
Yeah, you're right. The Everest thing does that thing, doesn't it?
You guys have core powers. You guys have traits. Don't forget these things.
The core power comes back after the fight or at the end of the day? Like
it's once a day.
Once a day.
You basically need 10 hours for it to recharge.
Okay. The bugs all around me. I would like to attack with my...
Oh, shit. We got an extra free action as well.
Yeah. Well, we did.
Yeah.
You did.
Heavy blade.
We did.
Okay, barrage, heavy blade, bugs around me. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I didn't add the difficulties and accuracies. I get 1 accuracy on that.
Okay. Go ahead and hit 1 accuracy on the bottom there.
Impaired, so I get.
So it's just
-1.
even. Yeah, it's just evens out.
And I get 1 accuracy, so that is a correct roll. Okay, so an 8.
Yeah, eight's a miss.
I assumed as much.
Actually, I take that back. 8 is a hit. 8 is a hit.
Cool. Then that's 3 kinetic damage.
Okay. So yeah, you're just. What does it look like when you take out the heavy blade and you try and squish some of these things?
It's just a ginormous, like Gundam laser-looking blade thing, kind of purplish in hue, and it just ignites, and I just start like wildly chopping downwards with it, just furiously swinging and slicing below me.
Okay. Yeah, you squish one of these bugs, like.
I also gain a Blade Master die. So I will just mark that somewhere.
Give you. Well, what I'll do, if you hover, I don't know if you knew this, Brad, but if you go to the when you click on your tokens, if you hover over one of the icons, let's just make it. Let's give you the scary face, and then you hit a number on your keyboard. It will actually put the number there as well. So we'll do that.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Little advanced Roll20 thing.
You just highlight it? You just hover over it?
You just hover over it and you push a number on the keyboard and it'll put the number there.
Let me just try something. No, I have no idea how you
lied to me.
This is going to be like when I still can't do the thing where you move. Where you go.
Yeah.
You know that, right? I've been trying to do it for 6 months and I still don't know how to do it. I will never learn. So I'm not even going to try and waste anyone's time and learn right now. Okay, so I gain one of those things, and then I will stab at them again. So I pull out a thing called a fold knife, which I haven't used before. I imagine this is like a similar looking thing, but it flicks out like a flick blade.
Okay.
And then it becomes a little longer, and then the top kind of turns on to a little similar looking thing.
Holy shit!
And then I just just drive it down with the intention of just grabbing another one and stabbing another one in the back. This one gives me accurate, +1 as well. So
Okay.
I think it just cancels out again because I don't get another accurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's a 2.
Oh, God.
Straight into the dirt below.
This is my first time using that one. Ignore that.
Technically, it's everybody's first time using their weapons in these mechs. Okay, so yeah, that one's a horrible, just a horrible miss. There's probably bugs like crawling all up in your arm, and you can't even really get to them. They're just crawling all over your mech.
Yeah.
You can see some of your cameras are obscured by like underbellies. You just see legs and stuff everywhere, all over your cameras.
Lastly, I shall fire off the shotgun again. Nope. Yes.
That is a hit.
16.
Okay.
Right, this will do the job.
Whoa! You almost got me there.
6.
Okay, you see 3 of the bugs just.
Yes!
They're
Good
all
job, Sling.
viscera all over the place.
Get it out of here. Get them. See, they're just bugs. Come on, they're just bugs. We've been crushing bugs as humans since the dawn of time, and now we're like even bigger.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna add something real quick. End of round. I want to add a custom item here just so it's easier to see where the end of the round is. So 89, right after 8900 Rashman. Okay. Okay, bug turn. So the only one that has not gone is the one down here. It's going to move forward. We're going to do the same thing where it tries to...
Can I ask a question that I don't know is meta, so you don't need to answer, but since these are swarms, do they work like D&D swarms? Are they getting smaller or anything, or are they...
Yeah, they are. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Um,
As we kill him.
okay. So, let's see. We're going to make some rolls. You guys are still in the deployable smoke. That lasts for 1 round? How long does it last?
Till the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and 8900 and Geist. Geist, you went already, so you are no longer braced.
We can chatter between turns, right?
You can what?
Chatter between turns.
Absolutely.
In character.
Go for it.
Aren't I braced until the start of my next turn? Because I braced. Oh no, because I used a quick action.
You
Right?
went. Your turn expired already.
You're right.
So you're on
No
like
longer
the
braced.
next round already,
Yep,
technically,
you're
for
right.
yourself. So
Yeah.
anybody that
again if we wanted.
Yeah, so if you guys
Yeah.
have gone in this round, you can take new reactions.
Yeah. Okay.
So your reaction stays until your turn, and then it.
Yeah, and
starts
then it's
over.
over.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so Geist and 8900. 8900 's still braced. Geist is not. So brace
But I'm
plus
invisible.
difficulty. Yeah, you are invisible. Does that just add a difficulty? Oh, they have to scan for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if invisibility matters versus this guy, versus these guys, honestly.
If I use my jump jet, is it going to blow up the cavern?
I still don't know what's going to blow up this cavern.
I don't know either. I heard uh-oh when they said nitrogen levels are on the rise.
Well, shotguns and swords don't do it.
No,
so.
yeah, your jump jets should be fine.
Perfect.
What about... Oh, sorry. What about cyclone rifles?
Language.
Should also be fine.
Oh, okay.
What's your language, all right? Radio chatter is clean channeled.
I'm sorry. I just... The bugs everywhere. I'm starting to stress out a little bit.
Easy, watch it.
Don't.
I just got done hanging out with General Wrath, so I mean, the fact that I'm not doing it all the time...
So... Actually, that should have been with 2 difficulty. So that was a 2 roll against Geist. Geist, the invisibility does not seem to matter versus these guys. And you're also not braced anymore, so the invisibility's gone.
Oh my gosh.
The
No,
8900...
The invisibility is until the end of my... Or until the end again. Hold on, let me just read it. 1 sec. I don't have to be braced to have it work. I also gain invisibility until the end of my next turn.
Yeah,
would be
you had your next turn
technically
already.
now. Yeah.
You had your
Okay,
next turn
all right.
already. But regardless, that was a miss. Now, 8900. They had 2 difficulty against you. However, it's still enough for them to... well, actually, no. That's rolling with the D20. I gotta fix that. Hold on. Sorry. Let's do this again. -5. Yeah, okay. 8900. The bugs that are all crawling all around you, they're still not entering the smoke. So you managed to avoid a hit. Who's going next, Rashman or 8900?
I'll go. And I want to use the Cyclone Pulse Rifle. I want to try to fire shot. Is the barrier completely in the way of this second swarm?
The swarm behind you, it's not completely in the way, but it will add a difficulty.
What I'm trying to do is I know that there's some in front of me and then some over there. I want to see if I can get them both. Is that possible with the Cyclone Pulse Rifle?
What are the tags on it?
Reliable, accurate, and loading.
No.
Okay.
You would need the line tag or blast or burst. So you need something that gives you AoE damage, basically.
All right. If that is the case, then I'm just going to use my... I'm just going to do a barrage with... Actually, you know what? I'll do a barrage. I'm going to use my Cyclone Pulse Rifle on the current swarm.
So you can use... You basically it requires a full action for you to use your Cyclone Pulse Rifle. It's a super heavy weapon. You can, however, it's still your first turn. You have a bunch of shit that you can do that nobody else really used.
Oh, true. Yeah, you know
can,
what?
You can fire your Cyclone Pulse Rifle, and you can use a core power if you want to reload it right away, or you can use a... I think you get a free quick action.
You get a free kick action.
Yes, that's true. Sorry, I was trying to turn my effects off so that I could reply.
True. Huh. See what I can do with deployable turret 2.
Ooh.
You know what? I want to do stable structure because right now I don't want to get dog piled. So, how would
I think you just have stable structure on all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a system ability that you have. Whenever you so when these things have the ability to crawl over and drag down. When you make your save versus that, you get to roll with an accuracy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was something I could initiate. I'm looking around, seeing what I got. I do have leader, but what would I have somebody do? You know what?
Rashman,
Yes? What's up? How can I help?
use your jump jets.
Yeah, where? What do you
Use them. Burn them.
Use them on them?
Yes. We all have them. Why not try it?
Okay.
I'll find all these ones back here.
Okay, sure, I'll try that.
All right, I'm going to take his recommendation. I'm going to do my jump jets to see if I can, singe the bugs underneath of me.
Okay. What I'd like for you to do is go ahead and roll me a... Give me a hull save. Give me a hull check there.
Okay.
12. How do you do this?
Let me think. Like toasting a marshmallow. I'm just with a blowtorch. I'm just gonna gently like hover above the swarm and just.
Are you pirouetting?
Yeah, just until they're nice and crispy.
Is it like a lawn sprinkler?
Yeah. Just trying to get like an even coat is what I'm trying to do. All right, that looks burned enough. Yep, that looks burned enough.
All right, I'll tell you what. Roll me a 1d6.
Okay.
Just /r space 1d6.
Oh, not bad.
This is a perfect idea.
That's a great idea, Rashman.
Thank
you. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really my idea, but thank you.
So you'll notice that the fire actually seems to. It's like extra. It's extra like large. Like it's a bit of more of like a fireball. As it sort of blasts out from your foot here, and just roasts like a whole bunch of them. This group gets toasty. You totally like accidentally roast like Red Panda and Boomslang's mechs as well, and just like sizzles all of the.
I'm sorry. It's not a fight. I mean,
put some blowback on that one.
I had to make them extra crispy in order to get these guys.
Extra crispy.
I'm gonna turn comms off to.
All right, sorry. Tried my best.
Am I allowed to move while I'm jumping?
Red Panda, what's your HP at? Because it's showing you at 0 right now.
That's not true.
Didn't you only take 1 damage?
Oh, I did only take 1.
I think maybe put
wacky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's just they're a little toasty. You're now at 17 of 16. Math is tough, I know, but it's okay.
Mathematic, right? Not mathematics.
8,900. It's your turn.
Hello. It is, and it's my first turn. So with the Everest, the very first turn, I get an extra quick action.
You do.
I did brace, so I only had 1, so I get 2 quick actions, right?
Yep.
And my system 3 is a quick action. It doesn't specify that it's not a quick action.
Okay, let's take a look. Which one is it?
Ferris Lash.
Ooh. Good question. I'm not sure. Let's find out. That comes from your Black Witch mech.
It does.
Let's see. You have the license for level 1 Black Witch.
So cool.
It does say quick tech is perform quick electronic warfare systems boosting activities.
So
That's
this
a
is
quick action,
this is a quick action. It's not a quick tech. This is a weapon.
So I can
okay.
I can use this.
Absolutely.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so I would like to use my Ferris Lash, and I'd like to target this dude that's like right underneath this dude here, and I'd like to attempt to. So a target of your choice in range 8 must pass an agility save. On a failure, it's pulled 5 in a direction of your choice. This movement. Yeah.
Because of the nature of these creatures, they're a swarm. You can't. Unfortunately, they're immune to this kind of thing.
Yeah, movement impairing stuff. I think they just are immune to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the sort of like push, pull, grapple stuff. There's a whole shitload of them. So they unfortunately you can't.
It's really cool. It sucks, but it's really cool.
Okay. So do I? Oh no, I shouldn't. I've started asking you now. I was going to say, do I lose that quick action because
No.
Okay. Thank you. No doom.
We're all learning a bit.
I would like to, in that case, I would like to perform a quick action, and I would like to. Bear with me. Let me just find it. I would like to. Here we go. I would like to scan. Yes, I would like to scan. And I would like to scan. Which one do I want to scan?
They all have the same stats, so.
They all have the same? Okay, so it doesn't matter which one I scan.
Yeah. So just give me a systems, the tech attack, I think. The tech attack.
Oh,
16. Oh,
Nice.
man. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So let's make this visible for you. You sort of relay this information to the group. That essentially these things have 15 HP.
Essentially.
Yes. They also, just so mechanically you know, they have resistance to all damage that is not from a line, blast, or cone attacks, which means they take half damage.
Okay.
They are immune to grapple or ram. They cannot grapple or ram, and they are immune to knockback, stun, and shutdown conditions.
I am useless to everybody here.
Me too.
You're not. You attacked. You were the first attack and hit.
And did no damage.
You did some.
No, none. Zero.
So that's
They
one
have
quick
zero
action.
All damage.
We all have jump jets.
Jump jets.
That's one quick action there, 8900.
Okay.
Got another one, I think.
Yeah. Because it's my first turn. Oh my goodness, what can I do? Okay. I can't grapple.
Use your jump jet.
I don't know how that gonna okay. I'm gonna lock on. I'm
Okay.
gonna lock
Nice.
I'm gonna lock on. I'm gonna lock on in the hope that it's gonna help, guys.
Which one?
Let me tell her. I am gonna lock on to let me try and remember her range. I think it's within 10. I think I can't remember. I want to
Whatever
lock
your
on
sensors are.
to the pattern.
Whatever your sensors are.
Okay, so
you can lock on any enemy.
Any enemy within that
yeah.
range.
Yeah.
You have to succeed on a tech attack.
Yeah.
okay, so in that case, yeah, I want to lock on to the one that's right on top of me, like the same one that I tried to grapple.
Sure.
I want to lock on to that dude.
By the way, again, that smoke, how long does that last?
It's probably gone
I think it's
now.
gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, tech attack. 6. is just barely enough.
Yes. Oh.
They only have 6 electronic defense. So good. That's a success. So you lock on. Do we have a bullseye of some sort that we can put on these guys? Let's do a little swirly dooly. Little swirly doo. Okay. That is the end of the round. And I think that's a good place for us to end the episode, as we have lots of little bugs and things crawling all over everybody.
Gross.
As
it's so horrible.
The hive is awakened to your presence.
I should have packed a can of Raid in here.
Yeah. So we're gonna end the show there today. As we just get this like far off camera view of this like strange looking creature in the distance that you can't even really make out in the darkness. You just kind of hear the horrific creepy crawlies moving about in the darkness, edging ever closer to our adventurers. And yeah, let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs to wrap things up. If you guys have not done so, please make sure you follow everybody here. Follows are free, and they deserve it. They're a great group of people, and they've got some wonderful content, wonderful content creators here. Go give them a follow. Go give them some love. If you have an Amazon Prime or a Twitch Prime that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. And make sure that you follow this channel here, Tablestory on Twitch. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge, where you can become a patron. Check out our wonderful Patreon content, which you can get wallpapers from this show. We've got mobile wallpapers. We've got regular character wallpapers. We've got character sheets. We've got a little one-page adventure where you can cause this horrible problem to happen to the group. And that it's your fault. It's your fault, so thank you. You can also give some love to St. Jude. Down at the bottom of the page is a Tiltify link where we've got some goals. There's been tons of wonderful donations. We appreciate it, guys. You're helping the kids out there, and they need as much help as they can get. There's a lot of stuff that St. Jude does on a daily basis for the kids, and it's $2.8 million to keep that place running every day. It requires a lot of money to do what they do, so go give them some love, and let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs. PB.
Hello. Hi, I am Pumpkinberry. I do some stuff on my channel, but also I'm here tomorrow in Brad's D&D 5e campaign with Whack and a few other people. And then I'm here on Wednesday GMing Nocturne, our horror show.
Thank you, PB.
Yeah.
Myth?
Hello, I was muted. Hi, I'm Myth. Guys, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing with me, guys. Check me out on my channel, or don't, but follow me on Twitter and DM me some awesome, cool favorite moments that you saw today. Even if you're watching on YouTube, I want to hear about it. Really, really enjoyed the episode. Can't wait to see how and what happens next time. So can't wait. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Myth. Colo?
We don't die.
I'm going to attempt to do a better closing thing than I did last week, which hopefully shouldn't be hard because last week I was rubbish. Hi, I'm Colo. It's nice to meet you. I stream here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I've just finished permadeath Subnautica playthrough. Finished. I play a lot of space stuff, and I'm currently playing my very first thriller, and I'm terrified, but it's great fun.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Observation.
Okay.
Yeah. And I sing, and we've been doing some musical singing nonsense on stream recently, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm over on Twitter as well if you fancy doing that. Thank you, guys. I had a lovely time today.
Thank you so much.
8900 must be so damn hungry, bless her.
Yeah, even these bugs are looking tasty right about now.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm starting to understand what it's like to be Luca.
And it's got like we've all got food on us because we've been feeding him to keep him from murdering us.
Right.
Just ask any one of us.
Bring me the food.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Colo. Fist?
Hi, I'm Fist of the Walrus, and I'm really, really flippin' excited that we got a chance to be in the actual mechs and do the real thing. Always look forward to these episodes, and you can follow me on Twitch if you'd like, and I do RP there on ARC and GTA 5, or it's kind of a mix nowadays. I haven't really set my sights on a singular one to do a season on, but yeah, anyways, it was awesome being on, and thank you guys very much again.
Did you make your base bigger?
Yeah.
There was not a lot of room for activities in there.
Oh no, yeah, that was just a starter base, and now, oh man, it's like it gets out. It's like from like, okay, this is big enough.
Is it the size of the Conan base?
Oh no, wait, it's a little too big.
I did watch the explosion of that, and that was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we did not destroy the server.
It was damn close. Somebody who will probably destroy the group, Brad.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Brad, the group destroyer. I don't know why I would destroy the group. I would never do such a thing. I'm a vapid YouTuber. Right. You can watch me on YouTube. I'm a soulless goddamn monster. I'm about to hit my first ever million views. If you want to go and watch my video, I only have 42 more views before I hit 1 million views on my first video.
Wait,
ever.
42 more?
What? 42
Guys, go
more
click
views.
it. Please drop the link in the link that link it, Noodle. Noodle, link it.
Right.
Oh no, are we not doing that? No,
It's
really, fine.
If you want, I was just being an actual vapid YouTuber for a meme, and then I looked at it and was like, "Wow, that's really close."
We can do it. We can do it, team.
It only took me 8 years, I think 9 years, to get 1 million views on YouTube. I did it. Thanks, PewDiePie. All right, so you can watch me doing other things. Darkfire is tomorrow. That's coming towards the end. We have some cool things coming up this week. I think realistically, the only thing I want to kind of shout out is Big Zags. We have a tentative time for this Saturday, the 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be doing the Big Zags, and it is a 6-hour episode with 8 players of D&D, and it's completely randomized. We randomized the entire world. It's got everyone from Ragtags in it, plus Whack, plus PB, plus I think someone else. I don't know who that is, but that is just, it's going to be a wild game. It's the first reward for the St. Jude fundraiser that we hit. So if you donated to that, make sure you see it. It will be on VODs and things. PB's in it as Karen the Elk.
Wow, spoilers.
Everyone knows that.
Surprise. I'm doing
and it's sort of a thanks
for the kids.
For that. So it should be pretty crazy. In theory, by the time we see you next week, it will be somewhere on the Tablestory VODs and channels. I don't know where it lives because Zigzags is a weird spin-off of Ragtags, and Big Zags is a weird spin-off of Zigzags. I don't know what's happening to this channel. As I said, we have to take PB off of marketing because this is the kind of stuff that's coming out of it. These crazy 6-hour-long things. She wanted to start,
Brad.
She wouldn't let me run. She wouldn't let me run Baldur's Gate. She won't let Whack run a Star Wars campaign. It's terrible. It's all gone horribly wrong. So see you on Saturday for that kind of special long one shot with everyone in it. All right, that's it. Bye. Thanks for watching my video.
Smash that like.
Smash that like.
Smash that like.
The like button doesn't do anything, right? You know that. No, it doesn't mean
it's
anything.
worthless. Thank you so much, Brad, for being you, I guess. I'm I'm Wax Steven. I have been your GM of Doom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love to you, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the fan art. Void Smoker drops of fan art during the show.
So good.
So dope.
Amazing.
Go check it out. Can somebody paste that in the fan art on the Discord
It's already
channel
there.
as well? Is it?
I think so. Oh, it might be in
No,
the
I don't think
Zero.Blue.Orion channel.
Oh, yeah,
It's in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in there. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to Brad. Thank you, Fist. Thank you, Colo. Thank you, Myth. Thank you, PB, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, chat, for hanging out with us. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow Tablestory. We do a lot of wonderful shows here. Brad is running Darkfire tomorrow. Wednesday, we've got Nocturne. Thursday, we've got Ragtags. And we got more stuff headed your way from Tablestory. So make sure you hang it on the Discord and Twitters and all the stuffs and the things. Because PB's making us take pictures all the time. It's fucking crazy. She's like,
PB.
you guys got to engage people. And we're like... social media.
The endless pictures that she wants from us.
Almost like she's a
Never
photographer.
It's
Oh
horrific.
my God.
It's
But I'm gonna
horrific,
make
and we
not
still
edit.
love her. It's fine. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.